time.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to JTraedz TV, where we discuss all stock-related content and much more. Guys, do apologize for running in a little late. I was trying to do some lawn service, man, and wound up getting, the weather started changing up on me. So I'm going to take this window of opportunity to jump on the live, guys, but I do have to jump back and do that. I'm waiting for the weather to kind of settle itself down so I can finish. But yesterday, guys, for those traders who were a part of my live yesterday, guys, we did call out the temporary gap down that was going to possibly happen underneath that 670. And I knew we was going to get a gap down, but man, I didn't expect that major pull that we got yesterday. Like, that was insane. We'll go back into it a little bit. So this is the area I was warning yesterday, guys. And lucky y'all was a part of that yesterday with me. As we talked about the gap down, the possible gap down that could occur going into yesterday into today's pre-market. Yesterday we did get a gap down underneath the 670s all the way down, guys, towards the 656, which was insane. So we did get that nice little gap down, and as you can see right here, you do have buyers trying to build their way back up, trying to go for that break above that 670. If we do get this continuation push above 670, you already know, guys, where those buyers are trying to go. 676. You already know the area that they're trying to go up to. So let's look into the 1 hour time frame real quick. So we already know where they're trying to go, guys. Right back up towards there. You already know they're trying to pull back up towards that 676 like a magnet, because you got to remember, we're underneath that price point now. We're no longer on top of it, utilizing it as support. Now this bad boy can now be possibly utilized as a bull trap, where we'll pull back up to it and now start to catch those, catch those buyers up here until we re-break back above the 676. But we know that we do have room to pull up to the 676. So do definitely keep it on watch. So the minute that we do get that break above 670s, look for that possible potential push up towards that 676 level. But that was a good call out that we did yesterday to see where we was gonna open up at. And which we did open up underneath 670s, fell all the way back down towards the close towards that 650. Now the reason why I called out 650, because yesterday we took a look at the weekly time frame and we talked about being underneath that 13 EMA, and we said we could see a third red candle down, which we were going to see underneath the 660s down into the 650s, and we got close to it, real close to it, because we were talking about that indicated gap fill from the 13 EMA down to the 50 SMA. So it was very close to it, but like I said, it's still not over. I mean, anything can change. As we are going back up, we could run into resistance where we could see a possible reversal back down to the downside, especially if they can't hold. So we're definitely going to keep it on watch. You do have room to run back up, but the question is, will we break and get back above those levels that we need to get back above to give us that nice reversal back to the upside completely? But you got to keep in mind, we are underneath certain key levels that we need to be on top of, that we're now underneath. So you got to definitely keep that in mind, that you do have room to run right back up to where? That 676 that we've been talking about since last week. So you can see the buyers are slowly trying to creep their way into this range of 670s up towards where? 676. So just keep it on watch as they're slowly trying to build their way back up to it. IWM is looking good. As long as buyers can hold above that 248, you do have room to push up towards that 250. As far as VIX, we did talk about where I did alert in Discord that if we see a gap up, what VIX likes to do, they like to fill the gap. So and I'll go into my Discord where I did warn everybody and told everybody. I'll go to it and show you the proof. Where is it at? When I warned everybody about the possible gap down and how you could take advantage of it. Where did I put it at? Right here. Got it right here on this Discord. Right here this morning on. Ladies and gentlemen, that means VIX will be gapping up. Then in due time, we will be filling the gap back down. So get ready. That was yesterday at 9:29 p.m. And I also put it in my Discord as well. So I did warn everybody about the possible gap up and the gap fill back down. And as you can see, what did we do? Gapped up, fill the gap right back on down. So that's one thing that VIX normally likes to do. Depending if we have a gap down or a gap up, is always in some shape, form, or fashion is always going to go for a gap fill. So as you can tell, we gapped up and it filled the gap fill back on down, which caused SPY to do what? Move its way back on up. Because you got to keep in mind, SPY and VIX does the opposite of one another. So if VIX is going down, SPY is going back up. So keep in mind, we are still underneath that 670 level, so we may get a little pullback off the underneath that, because you got to remember, every whole number acts as a natural support and a natural resistance. So keep that in mind. Let me try to hurry and fix this Twitch. I'm trying to fix. Let me see if I can just pop up chat and make sure it works. Make sure I got the right one. See if I get this bad boy. It should be working. The live stream, is it working? I don't even know. I don't. Wait, ad blocker fix on. Twitch sneaks through them. Guys, can y'all see me on Twitch? I'm not able to see anything. I might have to reset it again. Let me see real quick. I'm trying to refresh it. I might have to start it, turn it off and turn it back on again. Let me see. All right, let me refresh Twitch again. Let me see if it works. Let me see if it's gonna work this time. It should. All right, Monday. All right, put in a little title. Gotta do all this extra crap. I don't know why we gotta keep doing this every single time. All right, there we go. All right, should be back up. Let me see if it's running. Let me see if we're working on Twitch again. All right, is it working? It's showing that I'm live though. Showing that I am live. All right, I'll just pop it out. Let me just make sure it works on Twitch's end. Let me see. I'm gonna do a test run real fast. Let me do a test. Let me see if it works. Yeah, it's popping up on my chat box. All right, cool. So it's working. Yeah, guys. So just let me know if y'all can see me on Twitch to make sure everything is fine on you guys' end. So right here, guys, you can see that we get rejected right underneath that 670s for a little pullback down. Look for that possible. We could pull back down as low as 666. So let's see if we go for a little possible VWAP pullback. But let's see if those buys can go for the bounce back to the upside. Because like I said, we know what the end game is. We know that they're trying to get back up towards that 676. But let's see if we have enough buying volatility to go for that push. Now, the reason why I said we're going to have a little bit of resistance right around the 670s, so if you go to a 15-minute time frame, you can clearly see that we are hitting that 20-day moving average, where you ran up, getting rejected right at 670s, and right at that 20-day moving average, and starting to get a nice little transition candle back down, where you're going green and back down to red. So you can clearly see that we got that 20 EMA sitting right along around that 670. So that's why we're getting a little bit of an interruption, a little bit of a pullback. So just keep that on watch. So just to avoid you from chasing the stock. So let's just see where we go from here. You know, could we see a pullback bounce and that continuation retest of 670s back up to a 676, or will we start to get this pullback? This transition reversal back down to the downside. So keep everything on watch. 670 for sure. We need to break out. We need to break above. Bottoms is all the way back down towards the 662.50s. So let's just see on how, as we get closer and closer in the lunch hours, how we're gonna be holding up. So we know right now, first half of the market, 670 is gonna be a resistant wall at this moment for right now. So you can clearly see what it's doing. So keep everything on watch, guys. Look at the transition. 670 starting to slowly transition right back underneath. You do still have that VWAP sitting right around 665, 85. If we want to round it, close to 666. So we'll see where we go from here. We're gonna get a pullback bounce, or will we get a fade, continuation fade on down underneath 670s back down? So guys, what you guys think? You think we're gonna get a bounce back up, re-break that 670 and get that push up towards that 676, or do you think 670 is gonna be resistance for today and we're gonna start to see a further fade? Now, if we get a further fade, we could be seeing the continuation downtrend. From right here, guys, if y'all notice, if we cannot break above 670, that will give us that continuation downtrend this way. You can clearly see this little downtrend setup. So again, we need to get above 670s to give us that nice reversal to avoid us having to go for a possible continuation fall. So we definitely want to get buys to get back above 670s to avoid that continuation downtrend setup that's right in front of us. So 670 will be key. Put us back in that range of 670, 676. Because remember, that was the range that we were supposed to hold the other day. And I'll go to the 1 hour time frame. You can see right here. I'm sorry, right here, 670, 676. See that right here? That was Friday's little range. See, that was the range that we were supposed to hold. But then we wind up cracking over the weekend, falling underneath 670s down towards the 656, then back towards the upside. So we got to get back in this little range of 670, 676. So we already know not only is 676 is going to be resistance, now we're going to have 670 as well as resistance. So question is, again, if we can't get that breakout above 670s, will we start the transition and start the reverse back down towards the downside and continue on down? So that's the $1 million question for today. We didn't have any major data today. Tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, we should be having the existing home sales. And don't forget, guys, next week is the FOMC meeting. Next week. That'll be on the 18th, next Wednesday. So right now, 670, guys, keep that on watch. So buyers, be careful trying to chase these tops right now because we're still unable to break above that 670. So just be careful chasing that until we get that break above that 670 level. Just keep it on watch. So just be careful chasing that. Because we cannot break out. Sellers may move in right here where we could get a little further pullback down. Keep it on watch. Because it look like VIX is trying to go for a little rebound. So let's just see. But like I said, the end game goal is to get back up towards that 676. Now, question is, we may not be able to break it. Like I said, there's going to be a strong brick wall due to the fact that we're underneath 676. So now we could benefit the bears versus benefit the bulls until we get right back above that price point. So right now, slowly start to transition back down. Slowly transition back down. You can see the candle starting to change. Starting to go from buyers now to sellers. So as I told buyers, be careful chasing that top until we get that break back above that price point. So just be careful chasing. So I'm trying to see how, because you got to remember, Monday sets the tone, Friday sets the standards. So I'm trying to keep everything on watch. SPY gap 7150, Queen. But like I said, the main thing that we need to get above now, first and foremost, is 670, period. We need to get above, because like I said, if we go back to your 1 hour time frame, that was the range that we were in Friday. Because you can see right here, before we cracked over the weekend, remember, we was in that range going back and forth, back and forth. Remember, we was in 670s to 676. Because remember, we kept talking about 676. Because remember, I told you guys, you start to crack 676, which was a powerful level. You get underneath that, now that's going to benefit the bears. And notice what happened. 676, rejected, rejected, rejected. Now 676 belongs to the bears at this moment. Now they can utilize that as a brick wall. So when you were on top of it, yes, it benefited the bulls because you were getting nice bounces off of the 676s. But now we're underneath it. Now it's going to benefit the bears holding up as resistance. So first and foremost, Nadia, we definitely want to get that break back above 670s first because you're still in the 660 price bracket, right? So you're still in that price bracket. So we need to get above 670 first and foremost to start to get that push up towards, 671s and 672s. Basically put us back in this little range here. But right now we didn't crack that range. Now underneath that range. Now 670 is also resistance. So not only 676, now you got 670s. And you got that 50 SMA right above your head. So everything is still looking somewhat bearish still. So we definitely keep it on watch. Now, if those buyers so happen to lose 664.50, we could get a further pull back down even lower. Now, why is 664.50 so important as well too? Remember, we went back a little bit. We said if we would have cracked that 670, how far can we pull back down? Remember, I went back a little bit to try to figure out, where it could be be another bouncing opportunity underneath the 670s. So we came over this way. Remember, that 664.50 acted as resistance at one point when you were underneath it, and now it also acted as support when you were above it. So that was going to be the next key level. And if you notice, we did crack it, but then we wound up reclaiming it right here. We cracked below that 664.50, Then we wind up getting right back on top of it. So buyers are trying to utilize this area for us, for a floor. So in other words, you're in a range of 664.50 and 670. So you're in this little range here, right where my little green bar is at. You're in this range here because we haven't broken above 670 yet, and those buyers are preventing the crack below that 664. So you're in a little range right now at this moment, at this moment. So the question is, how are we going to come out of this range? Will we have enough buyers to, reverse and push and give us that continuation upside? Or will more sellers come in at that 670 and try to go for that pullback down towards 664? Now, if they do that, that means they're going to be aiming back down towards these lows of 660s down towards the 656 again. They're going to be trying to come right back down to these lower areas. So basically rotate from these tops and rotate down towards these bottoms. So let me add an additional line to that for right now to kind of show you the range that we're in from these bottoms here and that little area here. So let me go ahead and get everything. That was lows was 660, 656.80. So let me go ahead and make a little temporary bottom real quick. I'm gonna put that in green. Try to create a little three line channel. So right now we on the upper portion of that range. So, and also for the time being, let me change the color to that to red, since we can't break above that. That's gonna be resistance at this moment. So that's gonna be red for the moment, and we're gonna have like somewhat of a little pivot point right at 664.50. I'm gonna put that yellow, cause that'll be like a little mid area for right now. So there go your range. So change the color on that too. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get everything situated real quick. Come on. Oh, my fault. Let's go to 67. All right, and knock that out, and done. All right, there we go. So right now, as of now, we're in the upper portion of that range between 664, 670. Got these tops that we're unable to break at this time, and we have these bottoms where we're unable to crack at this time. So, but if those sellers succeed by cracking 664, they're gonna be aiming back down towards this way, back down towards these bottoms. So that'll put you towards 660, down towards that 656-ish area. So think about this little range as of for right now. Tops, mids, bottoms. So remember, Monday sets the tone, Friday sets the standard. So if we want to get that continuation upside going into Tuesday, we know we gotta get above what price point? 670. So get above 670. Hold 670, that'll put us back in this little mini range that we dealt with from Friday when we was in 670, 676. But we know that's going to be a strong resistance at this moment. We know 676 is going to be a strong area where sellers will be sitting and waiting. So we know that until we get enough buys to break through. Right now, still looking a little weak at this time. Still looking a little weak, but we'll see. Going into lunch hours, we'll go from there. So just keep everything on watch, guys. So how we looking right now? See, still trying to fight it, even on the 5-minute time frame. Still trying to go for that 670. Like I said, we can get back above that. That'll put us back in this range here, 670 to 676. So basically, what you don't want to see for longs, you don't want to see a trap. You don't want to see a bull trap. When you run up, get rejected. Run up, get rejected. You don't want to see you don't want to see it start to top out. You want to see it break above it because you want to turn that resistance into support. Well, we can get that continuation up towards the upside because you want to turn this bad boy into support, flip that, where we can see majority of green candles push their way up to the upside. So again, what you want to do is not get caught in this trap right where we are. So we need a strong push. We need a strong engulfing green candle to break, hold, and help that next incoming candle hold that price point for the move up. Because you already know how it is. We want to see consecutive green candles. We want to see the starter, we want to see the continual, and we want to see the finisher. Y'all know how they go. So right now, look like sellers are trying to keep buyers underneath. See the upper shadow. Sellers are trying to push their way back down. Keep that on watch. So right here, resistance, resistance, resistance off top right now. So not enough buying momentum just yet to push. Not yet, not yet. They still got an opportunity to push because they still holding. I mean, because where we at right now? We what, 668? So just keep it on watch. Just keep it on watch. Let's see on how we're gonna come out of this little mini range that we have right here. So you're in a little $2 range. 668, 670. So you're like in a little $2 range right now. 668 is still holding, and 670 is still holding. So sellers are trying to protect this key level, 670s. Buyers are trying to protect this key level, 668. Trying to hold it. Why 668? Because that was a little area that we ran in pre-market. Got rejected underneath 68. Came right back on down. Tried to run right back up to 668. Got rejected. Right back on down. 668. Right back on down. So now what they're trying to do is turn resistance now into support. So if they can hold it, that'll keep us in this little $2 range. But if they crack, back on down towards that VWAP you go, that'll bring you down from 668 down towards the 666. I mean, VIX is still, still looking weak. VIX is still falling. VIX is still pulling back down. Now, the old breakout area on VIX is going to be 2310. That's your old breakout zone. That's all the way back this way. That's that old key area. You see right here? 2310. Then you wind up breaking above 2310. You went on that nice massive run to the upside. See, you pull back down to 2310. Then went on that massive bounce back up. So right now, your true bottoms is all the way back down this way. So you are back underneath the 200-day moving average on that bad boy, slowly fading because you're underneath 28. So you want to see a fall back down to 26. Down into the 24s and back down towards that 2310-ish area. That's what you want to see for the long side. You just want to see VIX continuously fade. You want to see that continuation fade. So that means that as long as that bad boy keeps falling, SPY has a way to push its way back above that 670. Yeah, I know right now, Queen. I know. Just keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. So, I mean, we know the levels that we need. We need to get above that 670. And we know where that main resistance is going to be at this time. As we do push our way back up to the upside, it's going to be that 676. So, we already know. But once you do get back above 670, I mean, you do have room to push up $6 up. And if 676 holds, you do have room to come right back down $6 down. So, I mean, it's still a good opportunity. So, like I said, guys, I'll be with you guys till about, I'll give it till like 1-ish because I gotta keep checking the weather because I gotta get this yard crap out of the way. Hopefully this weather can hold. We don't get rained on because I do see light rain. Oh man, this weather messing me up big time because I'm looking at the weather report. Ah, Jesus. Just gotta get this. And see, I can show y'all. See, this weather here. See, killing me. Excuse me, killing me right now. God dang, man, I can't finish nothing this weather. I hate this weather, man. Hate this stupid weather. So keeping everything on watch. IWM, you got to get back above that 248. SPY, we need to get that break above 670. Let's see what CRCL doing real quick. CRCL. I mean, CRCL still holding his own. Went on a nice move. I mean, from what was that 102.50s all the way up towards 110s. I mean, nice little bull flag pattern still setting up. As long as they hold at 110, I mean, they do have room to push their way back up toward that 212.50 plus. So that'll give you a little $2 push back to the upside if you are looking as far as CRCL. As long as you hold 110, that'll keep you in that range of 110, 112. You want to get that break above 112.50 to get that push toward towards the upside to get that continuation push. So watch that level too on that one. What about AMD right now? AMD is still holding, still pushing its way up. So AMD is still looking pretty decent. What is that, 196? Yep, 196. We break above 196. Next key level is 198. That'll be your next key level, the U-shaped breakout pattern. We need that 196 break for that possible push up towards 198. So AMD still looks pretty solid. How we looking on NVIDIA? NVIDIA, we already know we need 180. You already know. NVIDIA 180. Google, which I don't really like Google too much. I'm not really a fan of Google. But let's just see. 300. We need to get the 300 break on out, bad boy, for that possible push back up to 302 to 304. Apple, 260. You already know 260 off top. Get that break back above 258 for that possible push up to 260. What Meta? Oh, yeah, but like I said, guys, don't take your eyes off of Meta. I mean, just watch it. Like I told you, you know what we need on Meta, because I told you that bad boy likes to move by $20 increments. So you already know what price point you need on Meta to get that movement back to the upside. You know we have to get back above that 640. You know this. We got to get back above 640 for sure. You're underneath 640 at this time, so you dropped this low because you already had a $10 drop on that one. The next lower level is gonna be around that 620 because that'll give you a $20 drop. But if we can get it back above 640, I mean, sky's the limit. I mean, you do have room to run back up towards 645 to 650. But 640 is gonna be key for Meta. I'm just telling you right now because I didn't dealt with Meta a lot. I'm telling you, 640 is gonna be your key level. You get above 640, keep that bad boy on watch to see if both those buys are gonna, if we're gonna see some good bond volatility once they get back above 640. 640, I'm telling you, all hell is gonna break loose towards the upside. Watch 640. Mark my words. I done told y'all guys that same price point over and over and over again. Cause like I said, we go back a little bit. Look right here. Got back above 640. They ran up towards where? 648 to 650. Let's go back a little bit again. Well, we had another 640 bounce. 640. Ran on up towards where? 655 up to 660. See how powerful that 640 is? So that's what I'm telling you. Get back above. Keep your eyes peeled on 640. Right here. Got back above 640. Ran up as high as where? 660. Ain't that $20? So you see on how powerful 640 is. Right here. 640. Ran up toward where? 650. $10. Do we have another 640 bounce somewhere? Right here. 640. Ran up to where? Another 650 to what? 652. Damn near $12. I told you 640 is very powerful. Keep your eyes peeled on that 640. I'm telling you. Don't let Meta slide past you. Keep that. Put an alert if you got to. I'll put an alert too. I'm putting an alert right at 640. Because the minute we get above it, I'm telling you. Just keep that on watch. I'll put an alert. 640. Now you see on how powerful that 640 level is, right? And it's slowly trying to creep its way up to where? 640, because you're about what, $4 to $3 away from it. Keep it on watch. The minute we break above it, watch those buyers. Mark my words. Think I'm lying? You want to bet on it? You want to bet on it? We can bet on it. Slowly still creeping this way. Watch 640. Now being underneath it can also act as resistance. But the minute we break and hold, watch how that buying volatility comes in on it. Watch it. Keep it on watch. SPY's still fighting with that 670. Just keep it on watch. Like I said, we want to see. We already got 2 green candles up. This should be the 3rd green candle above 670. That should be, remember, you got a starter, continual, and your finisher. Your finisher is always the one that either is breaking a certain price target or running up to a certain price target. That should be the one that, helps it out. That 3rd candle. So this 3rd one should be going through that 670 if we have enough buying momentum. That 3rd one should be going up. So let's just see. That's what we need. So watch that buying volatility to see can we successfully get this 3rd green candle above 670. Because what it's going to do is going to put you now in the range of 670 to possibly 676, where you will get that continuation uptrend slowly moving out throughout the rest of the day. Because that means that resistance here is going to turn into support. So even after you break out and pull back, what's going to turn now into support? Right around at 670. So for longs, that's what you want to see. So right now they're trying to go for a 3rd green candle up. If they can get it, then that means that floor, that they'll take control of the 670 level, the buyers. So what you want to see, if we can get it, because I mean it's still holding up pretty decent. This is what you want to see. Where's my little drawing kit? Oh, there we go. You want to see a breakout, get a little push, pull back, and then reutilize this little level right here to go for that next bounce, and that should be giving you a continuation uptrend like that. That's what we should be seeing on the upside. You know, if the market is strong, if those buyers are stepping in, see, third green candle. See? So I was telling you guys, count your candles. 1, 2, 3. Transition. 1, 2, 3. Again, we need to get that breakout and close above 670. Oh, and I do hear the rain. Oh, man, the rain. I cannot. I'm just not getting no chill from this weather today. I swear I'm not. It's pissing me off, man. I'm trying to get this work out of the way because the quicker I get this out of the way, y'all don't have to worry about anything interrupting the live stream. Because I can hear it. It's raining. And then my lawnmower got messed up yesterday. My push mower. Man, I'm pushing it. Next thing I know, man, I just see clouds of smoke coming out because it had oil in it. But I don't know. I might have tilted it a little too far, and that oil got it kind of got in that carburetor, and I'm like, all due to that weather. The grass is wet, getting stuck in the blades. I'm like, boy, just can't win. And I can hear it, and it sounds like it is raining. That sucks. I hate this weather. I like to sleep in it, but when it comes down to working, I hate it. I hate it. So, but let's just see, guys, if this is not going to be somewhat of a double top. Again, this third candle needs to break. See, look what that third candle is doing. See, 1, 2, that should be a third green candle up. See, right here, you got sellers trying to block those buyers. Those buyers need to overpower those sellers and get that third green candle above. Gotta get this third green candle to close because that's gonna help the rest of the way. So once we get that candle to successfully close up, then again, this area that's resistance is gonna turn to support. But as long as we keep getting hit, that's gonna be a trap. I mean, it's gonna continuously hold up as a brick wall. Think about it. Think about what happened Friday. What we kept running up to 676, 676, 676, 676, and in due time, what happened? You started to get that massive pullback. So we don't want to see a repeat now at 670s. So let's go back a little bit. And we go back Friday. Friday. Right here, Nadia. Look right here, Queen. 676, 676, 676, 676, 676. And then finally, pull back. Freaking hate the rain. Oh, well, I'm talking about when it comes to work. Like I said, I like sleeping in it, but working, mother. Dirty, bro. So watch this level here. See that? See how the candles are starting to transition? You're going from green to red. You see that? See how those sellers are sitting right here trying to create this top. That's what I'm telling you. Watch this level because this could be a bull trap. That's why I was telling longs, be careful chasing right here because we haven't got the breakout just yet. You ran up, pullback failure. Breakout failure. Ran up, now second breakout failure. So buyers would need to come in and go for a strong push. But other than that, look at this. Look at that brick wall right in the way. So that's holding up as resistance still at this time. So right now, shorts, puts, you got, like I said, as long as you stay underneath this price point, you can ride that bad boy back down towards the 668. When you go from this indicator possibly down towards this 20 EMA, which should push you down towards 668. And then from 668, you have room to possibly fall down to the 666, which should bring you down to that VWAP. But let's just see. Like I said, they still trying to fight, but got a lot of resistance sitting right here. Again, buyers would need to go for a strong push. They would need to go for a strong push to reverse it. Guys, I have to hit that rain too. Golly. Well, I can't cut the grass today. Rain to mess me up again. I can hear it. And the reason why I'm saying this, guys, because I don't want to keep having to not come on live early because I got to get this work out the way. Because I already got one. I got one property. It's embarrassing. I got one property, and due to that lawnmower shutting down on me, it got like one big ass patch of grass. Like the rest of it is cut, but you got like this one big huge patch that needs to get cut. That looks embarrassing. That look bad on my end. That's why I need this rain to stop so I can finish knocking this crap out. It's like, man. Can't win with this weather. It's not my fault. I don't control it. Alright, still watching, guys. Still watching. So that means that 2730 on VIX is equivalent to SPY's right around at 670s. So you see how VIX is trying to bottom out, trying to hold this level. So that's kind of equivalent to SPY's top holding its level. I mean, buyers still, don't get it twisted. Buyers still have it because you're still holding above that 9 MA. I mean, so don't count it out just yet. 9 MA is still holding up pretty. I mean, still holding up pretty well. So it's only when you crack that 9 MA down into the 20s, then kind of start to kind of worry because you may be starting to slowly transition because that means that indicator is going to start to lose value and curl down. But right now, the 9 MA is still holding. So right now, it's still holding. So buyers still have an opportunity. Still have an opportunity. As long as that indicator is holding, see that 9 MA still holding. They're trying to utilize it to push. So don't count it out just yet. 9 MA is still trying to carry the SPY's weight. It's trying to get it towards that 670. Buys lonesome. See? See? Can't make this up. See? Can't make it up. So I told you, watch that 9 MA. Watch that 9. Still holding. It's going to be a little back and forth right here. It's going to be a little bit of back and forth between buyers and sellers right here. A little bit of back and forth. All in all, watch 670 regardless. 670. Buyers, you already know we need to get above 670. So, again, sellers going to be trying to deflect buyers from breaking above 670s. Buyers are trying to push through 670. So, you still got an uptrend still building. Still got an uptrend slowly building. 9 MA still slowly holding. Still holding. So, you still got just that one indicator by itself still trying to carry the weight right now. But we just got to get that push, that close where we can turn resistance now into support and continue on up. So I'm trying to watch everything else. Meta, I'm still waiting, anticipating that 640. Let me see how we're looking on IWM from IWM traders real quick. IWM. How we looking on that one? IWM back above 248. 248, nice little U-shaped pattern on that one. So IWM still holding up pretty decent. Still holding above its 9 EMA. Still slowly creeping. Slow creeper. And then again, even the IWM, count your candles. 1, 2, 3 red candles down. And then you see the transition, right? Bam. SPY. 1, 2, 3 red candles down. Notice the transition. And then also, look at this little level here. All they did was utilize this little price point right here for support. Look right here. They pulled it right down to where that red candle is. See? 1, 2, 3. They utilized that resistance for support. Got that transition and that U-shape right back on up. So now, what you think they're going to use as they push up? They're going to utilize now that red candle, because now that can now be utilized for support for a pullback bounce. See what I mean? U-shape. 9 MA still holding up. Like I said, I know the volume sucks right now. I mean, I know those candles look hideous, but the main thing is just to watch the direction. The main thing is to watch the direction. Slowly watch that direction. Like I said, watch the 9 MA still holding. 20 EMA is following it. U-shaped pattern. Still holding. Same thing with IWM. Everything's still looking decent. I mean, think about it even with IWM. All they did was take the old resistance here, right where that open is. They utilized that for a pullback bounce reversal. That's all they did. SPY, like I said, buyers are trying their hardest to break through this level. They're trying their hardest. But what they don't want to do is they don't want to get overpowered by sellers. That's why they need a strong green candle push. They need a strong green candle push to seal the deal on that one. To give it that full confirmation that we're going to be definitely holding right here. So they're trying. What we got left on this candle? 3 minutes? Yeah, 3 minutes. So right now, as of now, it's holding so far. Right now, it's holding. Because you got to keep in mind, too, guys, it's 12 o'clock. The volatility is going to start to, change up a little bit. But the main focus is just stay above 670. Because the main thing is we want to stay in that range right here. Go back a little bit. We want to stay in this range. Right here. Want to get right back in this little range of 670s to 676. Because like I said, stay above 670s up to 676. That's $10. That's $6 up. 76 hold up as resistance. You pull back down. That's $6 back down. So just pay close attention to your range. 670s. So here we go. So that's one candle, two candle, third candle trying to push his way up. I'm sorry, second candle trying to push his way up. So that's 1, 2. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Look at that slow reversal. See that? Look at it. You got majority of them now green candles. See that? Majority of green candles followed by, with one red candle in the middle. So that means that buyers are stepping in right now. Keep that on watch. So that now that means that once you get these pullbacks, it should be pullback failure, where we could see bear traps as long as they stay on top of it. So after this one close out, this should be a level where buyers could be trying to trap sellers now, as long as they stay on top. Gotta stay on top, 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 stay on top. Don't fall back underneath. Yeah, there you go. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go. Like I said, you want to now turn resistance now into support. You want to turn a bull trap now into a bad trap. Come on, buyers. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Got about, what, 1 minute left? About 30 seconds. Let's just see, can we stay on top? We want to utilize a floor where we can create pullback failures, create some type of bear trap. All right, so let's see what we got. It should be closing out in 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds. We're still holding so far. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. About 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. New counter, gap up. Bam. There it is. All right. So as they do pull back, we should be seeing lower shadows and buyers pushing it right back up. That's what we should be seeing. Should be seeing bad traps now. Should be seeing bad traps. Because as sellers try to yank, we should have buyers stepping in and pushing it right back up. So all you're doing now is reversing the trap. Going from bull trap to now bad traps, and there you go. See? Right now, come on, buyers. We want to get that push. Because, again, we know what buyers are trying to go. We know buyers are trying to aim for back towards that 76 because we know that 676 is like a magnet. It's like a magnet. It's going to find its way back. It's going to find its way back to that 676 in due time. I guarantee you that one. Once they get that break, successful breaking, like as I mentioned, stay above 670s, we can definitely get that push back up towards 676. Because it's like a magnet. It's like a pivotal magnet. Whether you're above it or whether you're underneath it, you always find your way back around that 676. I mean, think about it. Look how many times you find your way back to it on the upside. You break above it, find your way back down to it. Break above it, find your way back down to it. Break above it, find your way back to it. You always find your way back to that 676. But now, instead of pulling down to it, you're gonna be pulling up to it. Because you got to keep in mind you're underneath it. So it's a magnet that's yanking you up instead of yanking you back down. So once we get this little break right here, that we need to break out right here around this, you might as well say 671. You will have possible room to push your way right back to this bad boy. Because you got a nice little build from these bottoms. I mean, look right here on the 1 hour. After this gap down, held these bottoms right around this 650, 680. And you just been uptrending ever since. Pre-market, intraday, still trying to build its way. And again, we know where they're trying to go. You can clearly see the direction where they're trying to go. Get above this little level here, and that'll put you in that range of 70s to 76. So that'll be your next possible level. So just a slow build, slow build. It's a lot of choppiness, but again, we know the direction and we know what buyers are trying to go. We know exactly where they're trying to go. So just allow it to build its way on up. Allow it to build its way up, and you already know. Normally, when you see this and they're not blasting off automatically, that's when they're starting to trap in those shorts. Because it's hard to short that because it's not getting overextended, especially if it's just riding a 9MA. Now, if it were to get overextended off the 9MA, then yeah, kind of like what happened right here. You know, you got off of the 9MA, you ran right into a resistance, into a brick wall. What happened? You had to come back down to the 9MA. See how they utilizing that 9MA to push? As long as they coast it, it's going to be very hard to short that. It's going to be very hard to short because there's no extension. You're not getting overextended. Not if it's just coasting on the 9MA. The 9MA is just slowly carrying it up. It's very hard to short that. I'm just telling you. Only when we get a massive push and we get away from those indicators, then yeah, you have room to cut. You know, you can play the downside because you're gonna pull back down to the 9MA. But when they've seen that before, play out before, when we got those breakout right above the indicators, and we found our way right back down to them. Let me see if I can find one, for example. Good one. You got one right here. Got overextended, got rejected, and then you pull right back down to what? 9MA. Got overextended, got rejected, find your way right back down between the 9 and the 20. And you notice that, right? You always find your way back. You find your way back to those indicators when you get overextended, whether it's on the downside or the upside. Right here. Got overextended, find your way right back down to those indicators. But when it's coasting like this, on top of and when they're just holding like this, yeah, it's very hard to short. It's very hard to short it. That's why I say wait for overextend. What's up, Dumb? What's up, boss? Man, what's up, boss? Oh, wait, my screen is black? Hold on, I thought I fixed it. Hold on, boss, hold on. Let me double check, man. And I thank you for telling me, man. I thought I resetted it. Hold on, boss. Let me try to see if I can fix this. I do apologize, man. God dog it. This OBS. Let me try something. Let me take that block off. Might be the cause of it. Is it still doing it? Hold on, boss. Let me reset it one more time. See, I did have to do this yesterday during my stream. Alright, let me try to reset it again. That means I'm gonna have to redo another stream for Twitch. Let me try it again, boss. Let's see if we get it to work. Let's try it out again. Alright. And thank you for telling me, because I didn't know. Appreciate you for that. Alright, I'm doing it again, boss. Let me know how we looking. Alright, I resetted it. Alright, let me reset it on my end too. How we looking? Is it working now? I might have to make a new I might have to create a new path for it. Okay, it's showing I'm live. Okay, it's showing the live symbol, but it's still showing the screen. Yeah, see, look, I'll show you on my end. Done, look, boss. Look. See? Video download was canceled. Please see, it keep giving me an error. See what I mean? It's showing I'm live. Oh, there we go. Got it. Reset it. Go ahead and reset it. I got it working. Now I was working. I don't know why I was doing that. That's crazy. All right, we should be good. We should be golden, boss. We should be golden. All right, should be good to go now. All right, should be back in business. Hey, I do apologize about that. I didn't know. It's kind of hard to watch everything, man, especially when you're multi-streaming. Trying to watch every screen at once. Do apologize about that. All right, let me go back to where we at? All right, here we go. So let's see. Still fighting this 670, guys. Keep that on watch. That's why we need that strong push. You better be joking. I just restarted it. You better be joking. Done. You better be joking, boss. I'm looking right at it on my Twitch. You better be joking. You better be joking. Look. I'm sure. Look. I'm on my Twitch right here. Look. Look. You can see it right here. I brought up my Twitch tab. Yeah, refresh it, boss, because that's what I had to do. I had to refresh it. Try to do it again. Because it's showing up on my Twitch, on my side. If not, I'll just have to make a new I have to make a new route to it then. I'm gonna have to make a whole new route to the dang Twitch again. They had to do that before. See what I mean, guys? By me, you know, the multi-stream, see what I mean? There's always complications in one area. If one is working, the other one always has an issue. Never fail. Never fail. And it's due to the OBS. It's like ever since they upgraded it, they changed everything and also added the not a stream elements to it. It's been complications with lagging and everything. I mean, it was working fine last week. Alright, still fighting. Alright, here we go, guys. See? Boy, you see what I mean about the bear trap? Now that you got back on top of this level, see that? This is what we're supposed to be seeing. Bear trap. Bear trap. Still utilizing that 9 MA. See that? This is where they should be trapping those sellers right here. And trying to go for that push up. That's what they should be doing. If we have enough buying momentum, we should be pushing now. This candle should be going up right above that 670. We should be seeing that buying momentum push. Because I know it's been crazy, guys, but due to the talk of the war, the oil price is going up. I mean, everything has been chaotic. Then we got the FOMC meeting next week. And I'll show y'all that too as well. FOMC meeting is going to be the 18th. Let me go to here so y'all can see it for you yourselves. We got 9 days and counting, except all cookies. 9 days and counting should be, where's my probability chart? Probabilities, date, March 18th. That'll be next Wednesday. So that's gonna be the next FOMC meeting. Next one. Yep, so right now, just a little bit of back and forth. But right now, buys are still holding. Just a lot of chopping is right here. Little chop zone. But overall, they still got an uptrend going. 9 MA still holding. So, bulls still having it. They still have it. We just got to get that volatility push. Because I think what they're trying to do, they may be trying to set up a bear traps to go for like squeezes. What's up, BP? What's up, my bosses? What's up, my guys? I gotta give a shout out to Dunn, all of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for coming through, man. Let me show y'all some love, man. I definitely appreciate you guys. So, salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. JTraedz, you already know what time it is. Mods, thank y'all so much for everything. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Hey, BP, hey, that was a huge call yesterday. I told everybody that we could expect a gap down. I said we could expect a gap down underneath that 670. And right when I got off my live, I think we caught, what time was that when we caught that gap down? Because I said we could see some volatility, you know, yesterday. And that drop happened, what time was that? 8 o'clock. It didn't happen till 8. So 8 o'clock. I knew we was going to see some type of volatility coming in. So around 8. So yeah, guys, watch this level. Watch this level. Keep it on watch. Look like sellers are still trying. What time it is right now? Got about 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Watch this 670, guys. 670 still holding. 670, we got to get that push. So let's see if buyers can create a bear trap. Because what we want to see is a lower shadow and the body of that candle reverse up. If they have it. If we have more buying volatility. Let's just see. Because they should be trying to set up a bear trap. Because they do have the upper hand at this time. They should be. It's like the buying volatility has been off lately. Let's see, can they utilize this level? Let's see, can we create? Well, right now, we do have a lower shadow. But we got to get the candle to flip. Come on. Because I'm trying to see if these buys, because to see can the buys go for the push, you know, for the short squeeze. They should be. But like I said, 9 MA is still holding. See, every time you go towards that 9 MA, you see the buying pressure coming right in. See the buys try to buy up, trying to get right back on top of that 9. Let's just say that buying volatility is still in. Because I'm trying to give the loans the benefit of the doubt. But, you know, if those sellers start stepping in, then I'm going to have to change course. Because again, I am still somewhat long biased because I do want to see that push back up towards the 76s, but you got to get those buyers to step in. Because if not, I have to change course real quick. And again, right here, guys, what I told you, 670, 670, 670, 670. That's the main thing to keep on watching. 670s, 670s, 670s. That's the area that we need to stay above. But right now, still holding up as resistance. That's why I'm just watching as we in this little area right here. So right now, 670 still holding weight in some type of way on the as far as on the bearish end. They still blocking. Come on, buyers, create those bear traps right here. Create them, because they should be flipping that candle up. They should be creating a bear trap. We should be seeing, we already seeing lower shadow. We need to get that now, that body of the candle to flip up. Yep, there we go. There you go. See, I knew that because I knew they were setting up for a bear trap. See, I told you. Bear trap, baby. Boom. There you go. Gotta trust the process. That's why I was waiting on it. There you go, the squeeze. See, I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it. I knew what they was doing. I was waiting on that bear trap, and there you go. Boom. There go that little buying volatility now. There we go. I was waiting on that bad trap to take place. I was waiting on it. That's why I told you guys we should have been seeing a lower shadow in the body of that candle flip, and there you go. I was waiting on it. There you go. There you go, the flip. Because as I told you, once we broke above this little level here, now we should be seeing pullback failure, pullback failure, pullback failure. We should be seeing, remember I told you guys, we should be flipping the trap. So instead of being a bull trap, now it should be bad traps. And lo and behold, bad trap, bad trap, bad trap. They did flip the script. Now they're using that area of resistance now for what? Support. I was waiting on it, man. I was like, man, when is this buying volatility going to step in? But there you go. It's all about patience, guys. All about patience. All about patience. Waiting on that confirmation. Patience and confirmation. That's all it's about. Patience and confirmation. And we got it right here. Got that buying volatility to step in. Boom. Bad trap. Boom. 9 MA still holding. Boom. Gap up. There you go. Bam. That's how you read the room, baby. Now, well, I wouldn't. They may set up for another one. They may set up another bad trap. So what they may do, being up this high, we could see a pullback down real quick if we can get it. Where they're going to try to go for another bad trap this way, and then buy back up, get that red candle to flip above that green candle's close, and that should be your second green candle up. That's what it should be doing. So let's see. We was right about this first one. We was right about this one. So let's see if that second one is going to follow through. Because that second one should be utilizing that candle's close to flip up. Because that should give you your second green candle to the upside. So after we get this little pullback, should be creating another little bad trap, and then flipping right back that way. Should be that second green candle towards that 671. But you see how easy it is to read that, guys, when you just take your time and just understand the setups, understand the psychology to it. See what I mean? Bam. See what I mean about your starter, your continual, and then you should have that third one pushing up. There you go the setup. See what I mean? How we counted the candles? We waited on the bad trap. We got that. Now we closed up, and now this one should be the continual candle, because you jumped off of this candle's close, going up towards 672s. Boom. And then we should follow through with the third candle. So there you go, your continuation candle. There you go. See how easy it was to read that? Y'all like that? See how easy it was to read? That was so simple to read that. Now, how did I predict that was going to happen? The main thing I kept watching was this. 670, 670 right across the board. What I told you we needed, guys. We needed a U-shaped pattern setup. I said now we should be turning resistance now into support. And now instead of being a bull trap, we should be setting up bad traps. And also I told you guys, watch that 9 EMA. I say watch the 9, watch the 9, watch the 9, watch the 9. Because I said as long as that 9 holds up, bad trap. And I said right here we should be setting up for even a bigger bad trap, which we did. We pulled on down. I said we should be seeing a lower shadow build And the body of that candle should be going right back on up and flipping. And then once this candle came in, I said we should get a little small pullback, and then we should be getting right back on top of this candle's close and reversing that candle green, which should give you your what? Second green candle up. Easy to read. I mean, once you get so used to this crap, you get so used to it. Not yet. Nadia, let's see on how that third candle is going to finish. Because remember, you got a starter, you got a continual, and you have a finisher. Your third green candle is normally your finisher. Your third green candle is normally the one that breaks out or aim like towards a targeted area, or it runs up to a targeted area. So let's just see. So after this candle close out, your third one should be coming in, and it should try to continue up. So let's see. Got about 2 minutes till this candle close out. So that next one coming in should be trying to utilize now that candle's close. Y'all thought I was lying about that candle close crap though, huh? Y'all thought I was lying. I told you that candle was going to play off of that candle close and go up. Bam. Now watch as that next one comes in. So that means that that next one that should be coming in is going to try to break above 671.50 and try to push its way up towards 672. That's what it should be doing. So your third green candle should be going from 671.50 up to 672 if this one doesn't do it. So watch it. Just keep it on watch. Watch. That should be, you should see 3 candles up. Should be having 3 of them up towards that 672. Y'all thought I was BSing y'all. Y'all thought, oh, Nadia, you thought I was BSing you about that range? I told you in due time I was gonna find our way up to it. You thought I was lying, didn't you? You thought I was BSing you on that one. I said we was gonna I said we was gonna slowly. I hate my bad, guys. I said we was gonna slowly creep our way into this area. I said the buyer's habit. I told you. I said watch that bounce. I said we have a good setup. I showed y'all this morning. I said watch this because now we have a 656 bounce, and we had a nice continuation into pre-market into intraday. That's your third green candle on your 1 hour time frame. So that means that if that bad boy can close up towards that 671 level, we should see a possible 4th green candle on the one. No, but it just takes time, Queen. No, it just takes time. You just gotta, I mean, especially depends on the volatility of the market. It's not gonna go straight up to it, but we know the psychology behind it. We know the psychology behind it, Nadia. We know it. I know it. You know it. So we know, based off of this setup alone, we know what it's doing. It's slowly uptrending, Queen. Look at this. Slowly uptrending. All it has to do is bypass areas that it fell away from. So right here, what held up a strong support at one point? When you fell underneath the 676, you came down towards that what? 670. So we know that we need to get back above 670 to turn that bad boy back into what? Support. Once you turn that back into support, now that's going to put you back in this range of 670 to 676. But you got to keep in mind, watch this level because old support can possibly turn into resistance until we get back above that level once again. So keep that on watch. So watch that level going this way. Right here. It's going to be right around that 671. And all I did, guys, was just set up my line, set up my areas of my range from Friday. It's my same exact range that I said Friday for you guys. Remember before I got off my live stream, I told you guys to watch the 670s, 676. Remember I told you that was the range that we were in. And I told you, even when I left from my live stream, guys, I say no matter what the market is doing, and y'all can quote me on that. I said no matter what the market was doing, Nadia, you was my witness. What price point Friday did I said, no matter what, keep your eyes on that one particular price point? What was that, Nadia? What was that price point? On chat. What was that price point I told you Friday before I got off my live stream? I said no matter what the market is doing, is one particular price point. Don't take your eyes off on it. What was that price point? What was it? What was it? That one price point. Nadia, you know it. You know it, Queen. You already said it, but what was it? I said it was a psychological level that's gonna repeat. I said it's act like a magnet. I said, but now we're underneath it. It can act as resistance. But I said, no matter what the market is doing, whether it's choppy or not, do not take your eyes off that one price point. That was Friday. What was it? What was it, chat? And didn't it not happen? Did I lie to y'all? No, I ain't lie to y'all. Exactly, Queen. 676. Exactly. No matter how choppy the market was, 676, 676, 676 repeatedly. And due to the fact that we were underneath it, now it's going to benefit the shorts. Because then what happened towards the end of the market? The shorts finally came in, and yanked from 676 down to the 670s, right? And then yesterday on my live, because I don't think you were here, but I told everybody that we could see more downside. I said it looked like the market is still looking weak. And I said we could get a possible gap down. I said we gap down, guys, remember I started to draw out every level possible, that I can imagine. Because remember, yesterday I told you guys, I said we cracked 670s down. What could be the next level on down? That's when I went back this way. I said the next level that I see could be, 664.50, right? I said 664.50. I said if that level can't hold, then we can fall back down towards possible areas of the 650s. Because remember, I went into my weekly time frame and I showed you guys this. Remember here yesterday, remember we talked about the trend line that couldn't break out, and then I told you about the 676 level that can hold. And I told you guys we are underneath the 13 EMA that could put us in an indicator gap fill down. I said due to the fact that we're underneath that indicator, we could go from the areas of 670s possibly down into the 660s, down into the 650, because that's where we had that strongest bounce at down this way. And low enough, look what happened. Bow. Bow. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, like Nadia. The only thing that I'm concerned about today or this week, if we cannot get back above that 676 and everybody else and BP, could this be a fake out? What I mean is, after we run on up, and I'm gonna tell you what to look out for. What I'm cautious about, right? Now look, not done. Look right here, boss. See, we underneath that trend line? We underneath that trend line, right? We already got one candle. Second candle. We got two red candles down. Now the question is, could this be the third red candle coming soon? Because you got to keep in mind, this is weekly candles, Monday through Friday, right? Could this be Monday's top? And then as we go into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, could we actually start to reverse back down this way, leading to a possible third red candle? See, that's the thing. Because we already got one from week before. Then we got this one from last week underneath the 676. And then now we got this one. Now, this is just today's movement. Because you got to remember, this is a weekly candle, Monday through Friday. It's only based off of what Monday is doing. But keep in mind, you got one candle, two red candles. And now, could this be a temporary push up where more sellers can come in, trapping more buyers, and actually reverse it back down this way? Because keep in mind, you're underneath the 13 EMA. You're ready to crack this trend line where this bad boy can actually reverse back down that way, where you'll go from the 13 EMA down towards the 50 SMA downwards. So could this be a temporary push up for a move back down? Is the $1 million question. Because you already got upper shadow, pullback, upper shadow, pullback. And could this one be setting up for a trap to trap more buyers and actually reverse back down the opposite way? See, that's the only thing that's concerning of me, because you are starting to curl back down. Trend line couldn't hold, held up as a strong brick wall. Because remember, I told you guys this, the last time we hit that red trend line was in 2001 and 2021, 2022. Go back this way. Look right here. We went over this yesterday too. Last time we hit that trend line was in 2021, 2022, when we hit this bad boy and fell all the way to back down, causing a what? Bearish market, right? You fell from that trend line and came all the way back down, caused a bearish market for 2022. Then we wound up bouncing off of that green trend line as we entered into 2023, thus giving us a cup and handle pattern. Once we broke above 480 from 2023 into 2022, 2023 into 2024, we broke out. And then we just been on this massive run, creating a new zone, which is at 613. Now, the only thing that's concerning of me, Nadia, and Big Pen, okay, and I broke this down before. The only thing that's concerning of me right now, with SPY and the condition that the market is in, and I'll break it down real quick. I mean, we went over this already, Nadia. You already know what I'm about to say, Queen. But remember, I'll hurry up and draw it real quick for you guys. See, last time we broke above that 480, people didn't think we were going to see 480 again. But then what happened? You wound up getting rejected at 613, and you had that massive drop back to that old breakout zone, right? You wound up coming all the way back down to retest it, but was also a good buying opportunity to buy back up, right? Into a new level, which is around 613. Now, the question is, could we see a rinse and repeat of what we've seen before? Meaning that, could we see a pullback down to this new breakout area, 613, and then look for a good buying opportunity that way? So the fact is, we haven't came back down to test it yet, which we do have room to pull back down towards the 650s. So right now could be a good little bounce, but could it be a trap is the $1 million question. You know, could this actually end up being a red candle in due time? That's what I'm concerned about. You know, as we go up, you know, could we be running right into a trap later on, or we could see a pullback coming? So I'm gonna do more research. Y'all already know me, guys. I look for cups and everything else. But right now we are back in that range. We are back in that range as of now, with room to run up to where? 676 at this moment. But we know 676 is gonna be a strong resistance. We know that. But we know what buyers are trying to move their way up to, like a magnet. 676. We know where they're trying to go. We know where they're trying to pull up to. We know this. We know the psychology behind this. Oh shoot, my bad. My fault, guys. So yeah, we know. See, we know what they're trying to pull up to, like a magnet. 676. You can still buy. I mean, you can still buy in on the upside. Don't get it twisted. Don't let me say what I'm saying scare you. No. What I'm saying is, you do have room to push up to the 676. But the question is, you know, could we get a full, you know, reversal up? Is what I'm saying. Can we actually break out of the downtrend, or are we just going to a targeted area momentarily, where, you know, we could be reversing back down momentarily, is what I'm saying. Yes, you do have room to push up, but when in due time, could we be going right into a bull trap and then reversing right back down? So I will be keeping my eyes peeled on Monday's setup so far to see if I'll be speculating any cups, any inverted cups, anything of that nature, where you run up and then start topping out somewhere. Kind of like what we did, when was that, Wednesday, Thursday, where we ran on up, started to top out right around the 87-ish levels, 86 level, and you started to create a what? Inverted cup in a trap right back on down. So the only area for sure that's concerning of me, or trap-wise, will be that 676. But you do have room to pull up to it like a magnet. And what you see what it's doing right now, right? It's slowly trying to yank its way back up towards that 676. Because you got to keep in mind, you're underneath it. So instead of pulling down to it, you're pulling up to it. So keep in mind. Look how, again, and I'll show you. Look how many times we kept returning back to 676 repeatedly. Look at this. Let me go back, all the way back a little bit. Look on how powerful 676 is. Starting right here. 676, bounce, left from it. In due time, 676, recovered, bounce. In due time, return to it. 676, bounce, right back up to it. 676, pull back. I mean, you know that you always kept returning where? The 676 on the upside. But now, you can still pull back up to it now on the downside. So instead of pulling down, you're pulling up to it. So think of the chart being upside down in your head from a put standpoint. And you're pulling back down for a possible 676 bounce on the put standpoint. So think about it. So even if you were to flip this chart upside down from a put standpoint and put that same exact price point, where are you pulling back down to on the puts? 676. So let me. Do I have a chart set up for this one on a 1 hour? I gotta move some of these prices around a little bit. So let me put 676. And we're looking at it. We're looking at the chart upside down. We're looking at it upside down. I'm gonna put 676, and I'm gonna put it green because we're looking at it from a put standpoint. We're looking at it from a put standpoint. Booyah! See? See how it's pulling back to it like a magnet, pulling up to it like a magnet. But like I said, you're looking at it. We're looking at it from a put standpoint. Looking at it from a put standpoint. So that means that it is running up towards where 676, where sellers could be getting ready to catch that rejection. See that? See how you're slowly pulling closer and closer towards that 676, and every single time, look, like a magnet. 676, 676. 676, 676 until you broke above it. And where are you pulling back down to? 9 times out of 10, 676. So let's put it back towards the normal way. And you already know what we were trying to go up to. 676. So we know where it's going. And look at this. Told you. I told you once you got above this little area, you can utilize that for what? Support. I told you that was going to flip that trap right here. Going from a bull trap to now a bear trap and slowly creeping their way where? You know where they going. Y'all know where they going. Come on now. Y'all know where they going. Let's not play no games. we know where they going. We know exactly what that destination. We know it. I know it. You know it. Where that level is, 676. Slowly creeping. Because that means once you get up to 672, you're only $4 away. 674, you're only $2 away. So slowly, bit by bit, creeping his way up. See how it slowly, you see how it smoothly slid his way in that range? See how it smoothly slid his way in that range? See, even on the 1 hour, look right here. See how it snuck his way back in that range again? See that? See this old Friday's range? 670, 676? You see what they doing. All consecutive green candles up. Trying to go to a specific target. 50 SMA is where? What's the 50 SMA? 672.89-ish. Once you break above that 50 SMA, you do have room to run up where? 676. So keep it on watch. Look at this. Uptrend is still commencing, guys. Uptrend is still slowly commencing. So you can still bank on it. Don't get it wrong. You can still bank on it. Still slowly moving up. Trend, I mean, all your indicators are still holding up, right? So everything is still bullish. You still got VIX falling towards 25. Because I told you where that initial area is going to be at 9 times out of 10, 23.10. So the more that VIX is falling down, SPY is going to go up. So enjoy the ride. Right now, enjoy it. Enjoy the ride right now. Take advantage of it. Take advantage the best that you can. Enjoy the ride up. Like I said, do not short that. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I told you, this type of setup, this shit, Luck, I can't stand you. Shout out to my J. What's up, Luck? Enjoy the ride, guys. Just enjoy it. But like I said, trying to short something like this is a small window of opportunity. If anything, stay long bias for the moment. Because trying to short, because these are one of the worst ones to try to short. Like these slow uptrend builds, they're one of the worst to try to short, especially if you're using the same day contract. Like half the time your contract is not even moving. It's slightly moving. But I'm talking about on the short side. I mean, my thing is, why go against the grain and why short this right now when it's not overextended? You know, you're not blasting up. It's just slowly creeping. It's slowly creeping, and it's doing. And normally when it's doing that, it's purposely doing that to trap shorts. It'll trap shorts. Think about how many people think. Think about it. If I'm lying, and don't you say nothing. Like, think about it. If I'm lying, look how many people try to short right here and then got caught where? Bad trap. Look how many people thought it was gonna short right here. I mean, try to fall and then got caught right here. Where? Bad trap. All because they overlooked this old level that was once resistance, now turning to support, going from a bull trap now into a bear trap, and that went over everybody's head who don't have that type of knowledge. And what did I do in that section? I broke it down to you guys bit by bit. I said, let's see if we're going to get a U-shaped pattern breakout. Let's see if we're going to get back above this level, turn resistance now into support. Let's see if this candle can create a bear trap due to the fact is you're holding that 9 EMA. And you're really going to try to short that? You out of your mind. You better go with the long opportunities and ride that momentum. And again, we know the psychological level where they're trying to go up to. They're slowly trying to go up to 676. It's just a slow build. Because think about it. Now you're already made your way to 672s. Now you're only $4 away. And then once you get up towards the 674s, now you're only $2 away. I mean, it's coasting. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 green candles up. It just slowly coasting. And you really gonna try to short that right now? I wouldn't. I'll play the long end. I wouldn't play the short end. Do you think 674? I mean, I'll put it like this, Jenna. I think we're gonna have a little bit. They may try to set up for another U-shaped pattern. I'll be honest with you on that one. I think as we try to push our way up towards 674, I think we may see a little bit of rejection, a pullback, but I think it's going to be a certain area where they're going to try to hold and then reverse it back up. Because the end game is they're trying to go up to 676. Now, like I said, depending on the type of volatility that's about to take place, I mean, they can either still slowly just creep their way up to it, or they can go for a liquidity grab, or a short squeeze where they can just go right to their target mark and be done with it. So, but we know where they're trying to go. Again, the ultimate goal for the day is 676, no matter how they get to it. I mean, yeah, we may see a little bit of interruption at 673.50 up to 674, but as long as that uptrend is holding, again, they may go straight up to it due to the volatility. They may get rejected at 674 and pull back but range for a little moment and then U-shape its way back up to that 676. But they're going to find their way to it. They're going to find their way to it. I promise you. Because, I mean, look what's been happening. Creeping. And you got to think about it. And now the reason why, and then you got to ask yourself, why is that momentum so strong? If I was a buyer and the market was giving, you got to think about it too. Yeah, but you got to think, but look at it on the 1 hour time frame, Nadia. It ain't overbought yet. It ain't overbought. You still got room to run up on that RSI. Look at this. You only at a what, 60? You still got room to run up to the 70s. So that means that you still got room to run up towards that 676 plus before you get completely overbought. So you still got room. So right here was an oversold level, which was a great entry. But I hate when those entries are always in freaking pre-market in areas where you can't get in. I hate that. But you got to understand those traders that could get in, that seized that opportunity. So put it like this. That's like buying a product, right? So whenever SPY gets over, we're going to speak about it on the long end, Nadia and Jenna. Okay, whenever SPY drops, it goes on a dramatic drop. Think of a product that you like, right? Think of a product that you like and it's on sale, right? Are you gonna get it when the sale is happening, when you buy it half price? Or will you start to buy, are you gonna buy it at full price? So think about it. So think about the buyers who waited down here. All they did was buy SPY half price. They got it at a discount rate, right? They was buying in low. That means that the risk level was low, but the reward level was higher. They bought it at a discount price, right? All they're doing now is reaping the benefits, pushing that bad boy back on up. Think about all the buyers. So think about the buyers that maybe still in going for a certain targeted price level. Okay, Jenna and Nadia, think about it. If I'm a buyer, right, and I'm buying down here, and I know the psychological level, where do you think they're going? Because think about it. If you buying in at 656, right, and you already pushed up 666, that's $10. If you getting in at 666 and pushing up to 676, that's an additional $10. You think they're not trying to reap that? They're not reaping the benefits off of that, off of all these bottoms and riding on up? That's $10. 666 to 676, that's $10. Now they may start to lock in their profits as they hit up here. Yeah. But we know psychologically where they're going. We know that, I mean, think about it. They're trying to go back up towards these levels. Again, if you was a trader that could have got in at these levels, imagine how many buyers bought in at low prices with so many shares and pushing this bad boy on up. They just riding on up, banking on this. That's buyers just banking on it. That's it. And you don't think once they sell their position, they're going to switch now to a short opportunity to ride it back down? Yeah, of course. All they doing is reaping the benefits of the rotation. That's it. They bought low. All they're doing now is selling high because they know the psychological level. Like, right when me and you were looking at Queens on my chart, you don't think they're looking at the same exact thing? You don't think they don't have that same psychological level in mind? What we're looking at is the same thing that they're looking at. Millions and millions of traders are thinking the same exact thing because they have their price levels already intact, Queens. Think about it. They see that 76. They ain't stupid. Because think about it. If that's a lie, how they know how to play off that same price point over and over again? That goes to show you that not only us as traders are looking at that price point, you got other buyers who are also looking at that price point. Because look how many times they came in at 676, bought it back on up. 676, bought it back on up. Then you had an even cheaper price down to 677, 670s, back to the 676, bought it right back on up. Then they got back in at where? 676, bought it right back on up. Think about it, Queen. If they didn't see that price point, why are they playing off of that level repeatedly? Think about it. Psychology is a psychological level. Remember, the market is 90% psychology, 10% strategy. Why are these levels being repeated, rinsed and repeated over and over and over and over? And think about it. The crazy part about that is the data that's on our charts, people still don't play those damn price points. They still get caught up in the choppiness. They still don't know which way the market is going. They still don't know where to buy in at. It's like in the market, and it's like a cheat sheet, and the answer is right there in your face. But some people are too impatient. They don't want to wait. And they don't want to reap the benefits of an area where they have a way better chance of buying and reaping it. Oh, it should stay stuck in your head now, though, Queen. It should. It should. But no. But yeah, Jenna, but you get what I'm saying? See, what a lot of other traders do. See, some traders, especially millionaire traders that's making millions or you know, 6 figures, 7 figures, they're not trading every day. They're waiting for opportunities, or they're waiting for the psychological levels to then step back in and reap the benefits. That's Nadia, Jenna, that's all they're doing. You know, where they're not getting caught up in choppy. They're waiting for the overall levels where they can reap the benefits. Right? Once, you know, they did catch this 656 pullback, but then what was the area that they mainly got above? What was that? Think about it, Jenna. What was the area where, for the ones that couldn't get in this, you know, yesterday, right? For the ones that missed that opportunity right here, where did they reap the benefits at? 664.50, right? Why was that 664.50 area important during intraday? Remember, we just talked about this. Because we said if we were to crack 670, where was going to be that next level down? Let's go back. Right here. 664.50. 664.50. Remember, we said on how that acted as resistance at one point and acted as support at one point. For the traders who couldn't get in yesterday, especially option traders, and the only opportunity they had was intraday, right? Intraday, what did you pull down to? Let's go back right here for today. They couldn't reap the benefits right here because that was after hours and, you know, options are closed. Where was the next opportunity? Once they got back above where? 664.50, right? Because look at the candle change. Look at the volatility. Once you got back above 664.50, they pushed it on up where? Next level, which was right here, 670. And then from that 670, where you think they're going? But Jenna, y'all see it though, right? Y'all see the psychological levels? You see where they buying in at doing intraday? And their targeted level doing intraday from 670s where? 676. See that? See how you see the psychology behind it? Easy. When you're not getting caught in the chop, you know, you understand the psychological levels, and as I tell you guys, all the market does is do what? Rotate. So again, if you couldn't get in at this area here, especially being an option trader, you waited for the next opportunity, which was where? 664.50. Again, look at the psychological level. Look where your buyers came in at, 664.50, because they did their research and they did the same exact thing we did. They went back, they looked for an opportunity, or they seized the area where buyers came in aggressive. Down towards where? 664.50, and pushed that bad boy right back on up. And where did they go? 664.50 ran up to where? 676. Then once they got above 676, where did they go from there? All the way up towards that 685 to 686. You see the psychology behind it? That's rinse and repeating over and over and over and over again. That's it. Look at that. 664.50. Intraday entry. Bam. Pushed up to where? Old range from Friday. 670s. Bottoms. Now back on top of it. Where you think that next counter going? 676. Then from 676, which levels on up, 680s, and so forth. We know the next one going to be where? 686. Because remember, that was Friday the 13th resistance. And we know that was Friday, February 27th resistance. Because once you break above 676, what's next? All right, let me ask you guys this. We break above 676. What's next? What's the next intended target? I ain't saying nothing, even though I just said it. What's the next intended target once you get above 676? What's going to be the next intended target? What's next? What's next, Queens? Or chat, above 676, 9 times out of 10, what's going to be next? Where they're going to try to attack? On the upside, where those buyers going to try to attack? Keep in mind, before we fail, remember, what was one price point that we could not get above that replayed itself over and over? Look, you know what time it is. Look, come on, baby. Exactly. 676, 686. Remember your old psychological levels, because what was the level that where we fell from before? 686. Remember that. Remember, that was on the 27th, right here. Remember that Friday? And how we figured it out? We went from Friday to 27th, right? February 27th. We went to Friday the 13th to see on how powerful that level was. Remember, we went all the way back. Where's my 686? Where's that? Friday the 13th. Friday 13th. I might need to extend it out a little bit more. Where you at? Right about. Is that the 13th? Right here. Friday the 13th. 686. Rejected. 686. Rejected. Go back. 686. Rejected. Then you wind up getting on top of 686. Going for the push up to 696. Then you came back under 686 down to 676. You notice the sixes is playing crazy, right? It's insane. Because look where you fell down to. 656. You notice the craziness behind that? You came down around the 656 up towards the 666. Now they aiming towards 676. And then once we get back above 676, we know they're trying to aim towards 686. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know what it is with these sixes. It's insane. If I'm lying, what did we bounce for? What did we bounce at yesterday? 686. See? Insane, right? It's crazy. It's crazy with these sixes. I don't know what it is with that. It's insane. It's insane. I don't know what it is with that. It's crazy. But watch this range here. Keep in mind, guys. See right here, the reason why we're getting a little bit of a pullback right now, because you're hitting that 50 SMA. But as long as those buys can maintain 670, we want to see, can we hold 670 for that push up to 676? Because we know what's the end game goal. We know where the buys are trying to go. But let's just see. Let's just see, because we are in between these indicators based off the 1 hour time frame. You still got that 50 SMA above your head, all while you have the 9 and 20 below. So let's see on how we're going to play in between these three indicators. So let's just see where we go from here. You know, could we start to see a little pullback? We could. Get a little pullback. But as long as that pullback holds, create a bigger bear trap and push his way back up. I can see even a bigger trap. Oh, a huge trap coming if they plan on doing it. Because if you look at it on the 1 hour time frame, you crack that 670, you'll have room to fall right back down towards the 667, 666, almost right where that VWAP is. Like if they could create, like you like what time it is on this candle? Oh, ooh, they could do it if they go for it. Because this candle doesn't close out till what time it is right now? 1 o'clock. So if they use this 1 hour candle to pull back, but then buy back up, creating a huge lower shadow, get the body of that candle right back on top and flip. Because like I said, you are a little bit overextended off the 9 MA and VWAP and all of that on the 1 hour. I'm trying to see if that's what they're gonna try to do. Because they gotta get a strong push above that 50 SMA. They have to, and they need enough buyers to do it. So what they may try to do. And again, I'm looking at just off the 1 hour right now, because you already got 3 candles up. Remember, 1, 2, 3 candles up, and you may start to see a little bit of a pullback because you already counted 1, 2, 3 candle movement. So we could see a possible pullback coming soon, where we could fall back down towards the 677, 676. But let's just see if their game plan, I'm talking about on the long side, if they're going to try to pull back down, but create even a bigger bear trap towards that level, but then buy right back on up towards 670 and go for that reversal. Because see right here, if they can't get that breakout right now, they may need to pull back and go for an even bigger trap. Basically add in more bias to go for a stronger push. They may just do that off of this 1 hour candle right here, because this candle's not gonna close out until 2 o'clock. So any setup could happen, because you still got an uptrend setup. Don't get it twisted. You still got an uptrend setup, because after your 3 candle movement already moved, 3 candles up, we may be setting up for a possible. Let me see, how many candles is that? I'm trying to figure something out, because I'm like, okay, if I merge these 3 candles together, could it be a bear flag? I mean a bull flag on a 3 hour. Mwah, what up, my beautiful queen? What's up? What's up? So I'm trying to see if these 3 candles are gonna connect. If I look at it from a 3 hour standpoint, because these are hourly candles. Let me see something real quick. Do I have a 3 hour time frame? I got a 2 hour, 4 hour. Let me see if I got a 3 hour, because I just want to see. I want to see something real quick. I want to see if those 3 candles gonna merge together real quick. I might have to create a new time frame though, real fast. Intraday. Where's my 90s? And let me go to a 3 hour. Do it? Oh no, I don't have 3 hours on this damn thing. Could have sworn I could put that in though. Could I change it out to 3 hours? Should. Oh, I see it right there. Should be able to change it to 3. All right, cool. And let me see. I just want to see something real quick. Because I want to see if those 3 candles are going to merge. That should give off like a huge bull flag pattern, if that's correct. BOW! That's crazy, huh? I knew it. That's why I had to go change my time frame real quick. I knew it. I said they doing something on the slick. Cause see, what we was looking at was the 1 hour. We was looking at the 1 hour time frame. That's why I had to customize a. I'll say I'm so sorry. No, I'm gonna tell you why I got excited. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm so sorry. Cause we was looking at it from a 1 hour time frame, and I seen these 3 candles together. So I was thinking in my head. I said, what about if we merge all 3? Could it make one big engulfing green candle followed by a red candle, which could indicate a bull flag pattern? So that's why I just went to go customize one real quick, and I added in a 3 hour. And when I did that, lo and behold, what you have in front of you, a damn bull flag pattern. Ain't that something? I'll be damn. Because that's what they doing. See, they're going to need, so that's going to indicate a little bit of a pullback. So they may set up for a slingshot, where we could be going for a 2-legged push up, because you already got 1 leg here. So this one may be the little pullback, but it could be setting up the bear trap, get more buyers to buy right back on in, push their way right back above that 670, and slingshot their way that way. I knew it. Once I saw those three green candles on the 1 hour, that's why I had to do that. I was like, let me see if my my thought process was right on that. Because like I said, on the 1 hour standpoint, we just seen 3 separate candles. See that? All we seen was 3 separate candles. So I thought about it. I said, if we merge all 3, could it make one big green candle? See that? That's crazy. See, the 1 hour, it separates them. See, the 1 hour, it spreads them out. But if you go straight to a 3 hour time frame, it put them together and make one huge engulfing green candle. I knew they were setting up for something. That's why I had to figure it out when I saw that. So that looked like one good little bull flag pattern setting up. Where we could, again, get that candle to actually flip up that way, where you'll go from the, these indicators up towards that way, which should push you in due time towards 676, because that'll be your second leg towards the upside. I'm just trying to figure out, since we already figured that out already. Let me go back to the 1 hour real quick. God dang it, where's it at? Where's my 91 hour? All right, 91 hour. All right, since we already know that, so all you gotta do is merge those 3 in your head. Merge it in your head. All right, so we know right there's a huge engulfing green candle. So, again, this may be the pullback candle real quick. Make it a little pullback on that one. Right underneath that 672 real fast. Because I'm trying to see where those indicators are sitting at. See, indicators sitting all the way back down to a 668-ish. I wonder if they're going to try to use this old area Hold up. I'm trying to figure out, you know, where that pullback bounce is going to possibly occur. Let me take you. What was that open at? That is 60-20. 60-20. 660-20. Let me see if that's what they're going to try to pull back to. I think I got that right. 660-20. Oh, wait. That's the wrong way. Wait. I did the wrong thing. It's supposed to be the open, not the close. Jay, get yourself together. 667.82. I knew something was off. 67.82. My fault. My bad, guys. I almost dropped the ball on that one. All right, so let's see if they're gonna try to pull back to this old strong candle here, to this old strong, and go for a pullback bounce. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what they're gonna try to do. Well, it's gonna pull back, recover like right here, which should be around the 668, and then slingshot his way back up. I'm trying to figure out this what they're trying to do before they try to go for the initial push. Try to get more buyers or create even a bigger bear trap. So right now you are pulling slightly. That means we're gonna need to crack 670s real quick. It's only a $2 pullback, you know, from the 670s down. So it's not gonna take a lot to pull. It's only $2 down. Cause that'll pull you right down towards the VWAP in these indicators. Cause I wanna see if they're trying to go for like a slingshot. Cause you do have a bull flag in front of you. I just want to see if this pullback gonna commence real quick. So I want to see a crack underneath 670s, down towards the 668. Because I want to see if they're gonna utilize this candle here, what we had yesterday and after hours. We had that drop, or where that gap down commenced. I want to see if they're gonna take those tops and then utilize that for support. Now that we're on top of it. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, still I'll draw it out. I want to see if they're gonna do this. If we don't break out, you don't push, I wonder if we're going to get a pullback towards here where buyers can utilize this as a liquidity grab and then move their way back that way. Where they're going to use this old area right about here. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I just want to see, can we get this pullback if that's what they're going to do. Hey, I called out Friday, that pullback. I was there on this spot. I was right on that one. So let's just see if that's what they're going to try to do, because that means that we need a pullback towards 68. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too. See, I'm thinking that we're going to pull back down towards that where we had that gap down yesterday, Luck. The way with the strong engulfing red candle. That they're going to utilize that top for like a bounce. Because again, if you go to a 3-hour time frame, Luck, you got a bull flag pattern. That's why I had to customize it. Look. Because if I go to a 3-hour time frame, it's gonna merge those three green candles together. Watch this. Bam. Look right here. Look. Go to a 3-hour time frame, it merges those three together, making one big engulfing green candle. So, and still with that being said, even on a 3-hour time frame, you still got that same exact area that I got lined up right here. Because that'll give you like a slingshot setup to rebound and push its way. Because it could be a 2-legged push up. Because you already got one leg here. And then this one could do a pullback, create a bear trap, and then go for that second leg that way. So right here, I'm watching the setup. I'm trying to see if that's going to be the setup. Because I want to see a pullback underneath 670s, back down towards that 678s. Right around the 678s-ish level. And I don't want them to push this yet. I want a quick little pullback. Because, see, the reason why I'm saying that is because I want all the buy momentum to gather up like right around the VWAP in the 9MA, where it's gonna close out that gap, or not close it out, but it's gonna fill it. Where right here we're gonna have all those buyers coming in, buy, back up now that way. Cause I'm looking at this area from here to here is like a liquidity grab, like right in this little area where buyers can try to utilize as we pull back down. If buyers gonna seize that opportunity to buy in and then push back up. That's what I want to see. If they're gonna utilize this little gap right here, this little gap fill is like a liquidity grab. Now, for those don't see the gap, let me bring that little area. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Let me shorten my little square real quick and move it over. Right here. See this? See where we had this little gap fill? So I want to see if they're going to utilize right here to buy in, to utilize that as a liquidity grab to reverse it back up. So that's why I want to see a pullback real quick. Underneath 670s, down into the 668s, right here at the top portion of that candle. I'm just waiting on it. I'm just waiting to see if they're going to do it. Because we are back down towards the 670s. I just want to see if we're going to crack real quick and then come right back down and see if those buys going to utilize that to buy in and then reverse this bad boy. Let's see if they're going to. I just want to see if they're going to do it. All right, let me go back to a 1 hour. So we don't have to wait that long when these candles to turn. Let me see, 1 hour, back to 1 hour. All right, so now we got that game plan set up. So let's just see if that's what they're going to do. All right, so I want to see some red candles come in. See some red candles come in, you know, little pullbacks real quick. And then as we come back down here, I want to see if they're going to be setting their trap like right around here, like a bear trap. So let me see if I was right. Let me see if I was right, look. I want to see if I'm correct about this. Because I'm expecting a pullback real quick underneath 670s. Because I want to see if they're going to go for a liquidity grab as we pull back down. I'm just waiting on it. I'm just patiently waiting to see can we get this yank real quick before they start to push back up is what I'm saying. So all while, let me look. I'm going to look on the 5-minute time frame for the time being, since we already got it down pack on what we waiting on. Because that would be about right. Because even on the 5-minute time frame, that will put you down to the VWAP right around 678, a little bit below it. So that would kind of match up the 5-minute and the 1 hour. Because your VWAP is floating right around 678. So that price point will be about accurate on a pullback. See that? Right around this level. I guess we just got to be patient and wait it out to see what we get. You know, without chasing. You know, without chasing the tops is what I'm saying. Could they be setting up a trap? Coming soon. All I'm like I said, I definitely want to wait this out to see if those buyers gonna use this for liquidity grab. Hey, if it's right, hey, we spot on with it. If we was correct about it, we'll definitely be spot on. Cause right now it's still a little slow, still a little hesitant, still just waiting on it. See, notice the candles are starting to change right now, starting to transition from 672s. I just want to see if we're gonna get a crack underneath the 670s. Back down towards the 678s, even as low as towards 667.50. But I want to see a liquidity grab like right here, and then move their way right back on up. Because I just want to make sure buyers have it. They should have it. We'll see if they're gonna seize the opportunity on that. Because that would give you a VWAP bounce. I mean, because ever since we broke above the VWAP, we haven't came back down to test it yet. So that's why I'm thinking, could we get a little, VWAP pull? See if those buys are gonna hold. Go for a VWAP bounce right back to the upside. I mean, that would be a good opportunity. Let's see if all right. Let's see if this is gonna work, guys. Y'all ready? Wait. Let's see if it's gonna work. Let's see if we're gonna get it. Let's see if that's gonna come. Let's see if that plan gonna come into fruition. Let's see. So I'm expecting a pull back down, crack underneath 670s, down towards the 668, roughly around 667.50s, something like that. But I want to see if that bear trap or those buys gonna be sitting waiting right in this little level to buy it right back up. Still taking foot, man. I know it's slow. I know it's slow, guys. It's slow as hell. Slowly turning. So let me mark it out on the areas I think. So 668 being one for sure. And down towards the 670 50s. So I got alert number 1 on the downside. 668 down towards that 667. I'm just trying to map that out real quick. Because I know we're going to possibly get a little crack below 668 real quick and then possibly rebound, recover. So I'm just trying to map it out. Like right in this little section. And Yep, look like everything going according to plan right now. Everything's going according to plan so far. Pulling back like I was expecting. Playing off of that 1 hour time frame perfectly. Yep. So there go our pullback. Bam, there it is. Alright. Everything going according to plan so far. Y'all can see it on the 1 hour time frame too. I'll put it 1 hour right here so y'all can see it. So y'all can see the 1 hour. So y'all can see exactly what I'm trying to set up for. Let's see if those buyers gonna utilize this. Guys, just give us some time. Give us some time. Give us some time. Let the sellers pull. Let the sellers pull. Let them pull. Let them pull. Let them pull. That's gonna happen. That's gonna occur. It's gonna occur. Let them pull. Let them pull. So everything is going according to plan so far. So far, so good. Pulling back, guys. Guys, keep it on watch. Let me run to the restroom real quick, and plus I need to re-soup up on my my coffee. I need to go buy some more sugar for damn sure too on that. But yeah, keep it on watch. Watch this 670. I want to see, can we crack below 670s down towards that 668. Almost like I said, towards that VWAP. So keep everything on watch, guys. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. And we're just kind of trying to see if that trap is gonna get set the way that we anticipating. So keep it on watch. Expect a crack underneath 670s, down towards that possible areas of 668, and possibly even a bit lower down towards 667.50. But just keep those areas on watch coming up soon. I mean, if you're on the put side, I mean, ride that bad bone down. If you're on the put side already, we almost. So right here, let's see, let's see, let's see. So far, so good as far as the put side going. It's giving us what we want. Giving us the pullback, all right. Giving us exactly what we wanted this time. 50 cents more, 50 cents, 50 more cents. Lucky, what you on the short side? Almost there. Come on, you about close to it. Pull to that 9M like a magnet. Go ahead and keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Because I want to see if they're going to try to set up, like I said, I wonder if they're going to go for a liquidity grab, like right around this little area as we pull back. Shout out to you, Lucky. Shout out, boss. Shout out. What you in on, SPY or Tesla? What you jumped into? The SPY, you got rejected at 62, pulling back on down towards this little area here. Now I want to see the next leg down. We should be cracking underneath this level, even lower. Should be going for one more legged pullback. All right, SPY, yeah. So 672s, back on down towards the 670s. I want to see a crack below here, down this way, which should be putting us towards the 670, 668-ish levels. Because that should be like the second leg down coming up. Second leg down coming. Second leg down, second leg down. All right, here we go. Second leg on down towards that VWAP. I just want to see if I was correct about this. But yeah, guys, let me run to the restroom real quick. I got my alert and everything on watch, guys. Keep everything on watch. I want to see if we're going to go for one more pullback this way. And I want to see if they're going to hold. See if we're going to start to see those sellers get stuffed out at the bottoms. So here we go. Here go the crack that we just talked about. Here come that second leg possibly down coming. Want to see another pullback this way. One more. One more. So yeah, guys, let me be right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom. We'll keep it rocking and rolling, man. Thank y'all for y'all time. Love y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. Be right back. Peace. All right, guys, I'm back. I went outside too just to see how that grass was, man. That rain on, man, it's not easing up on me at all right now. It's making it hard for me. So look at all these candles, guys. Look at it, red. Look at this. Look at all your sellers. So allow these sellers to pull to a target, to a specific target. When we talked about, let them pull, 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 let them pull. Look at your candle changes. Look at your candle transition. So you know right now 672 is a top right now, right? So let's see as we pull back down. Now let's see when buyers are gonna come in. Because I want to see if they're gonna commence on this possible bull flag pattern setup coming. It's crazy to watch that though, right? It's crazy to watch this though. But you gotta have patience. That's where your patience come in at. You just, you know, let the market tell you, let it set itself up. Don't chase anything. Why are these contracts not moving on? It's not moving a lot. These contracts, well, the ones I'm looking at suck. Let me see something, man. It's always on Mondays. I always get like these contracts move so damn slow. Let me see something. Probably should have chose. What about these? Barely moving. It's crazy, they barely moving. Alright, come on. Keep going. Let's see if it's gonna be a bull trap. Because you gotta remember, you're back underneath that resistance. Underneath that resistance. Let's see if we're gonna go for another leg down. We got 1, 2. Let's see, can we get another third red candle down? Let's see. Third red candle down to the downside. Let's see, can we get it? Come on. Because I want it all together. Because like I said, when you have a clean movement like that, when it's all like consecutive, that's the ones I like. Because you're not caught in the chopping. It's not chop. It's like consistent. So I want to see a third red candle down underneath. What is that? 69? Yep, 69 down towards the 68 levels. I want to see this third red candle down. Third red candle. Come on. There you go. Keep pulling. There you go. Come on. Keep on going. I want one more pull. Let's see. Because I want to start to see where those buys are going to start to come in. Because I want to say it's going to be like right around this. Right around this area coming up soon. Keep it on watch. Let's see. Come on, give us one more red candle down. One more. We should be the third one. I don't want to bounce up just yet. I want to. Come on. Keep pulling. If they do go for a bounce, you gotta keep in mind this area's gonna turn back to resistance. I just want to continue. I just want all red candles. Because I like when I see a setup like this, when it's not all mixed in. I like them consecutive. I like when they're consecutive. Because it's easy to read it. Way easy to read it. Way easy. 15-minute time frame, you got 3 red candles. That third candle's pointing down right towards my alerts. I'll show y'all on the 15 minutes showing 3 candles. 15 minutes. Yeah, see on your 15 you got 3. 1, 2, 3. Aiming right down towards the VWAP. That third red candle is aiming right towards it. So because I want to start to see if those buys going to start to create this little area coming up soon. One more pull coming. Let's see. Should be bringing us down right down to the, right into the 68s. There it is. Right into the 68s. We called it. 68s. Bam. All right. Just like I told you. I told you we're going to possibly see 68s. 68s. There it is. So far. Come on. Don't you bounce. You gotta keep pulling. Because another thing too, I want to see if they're gonna use between the 50 SMA and that VWAP. We almost there. It's almost to it. Almost there. to see if those buys going to utilize these two particular indicators coming up soon. I want to see if they're going to use them. Come on, candle. Get underneath that 68.50. 68.50. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. I know you want to. Don't you start bouncing back. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. We almost, man, it's almost there. It's like right there. It's literally like right there. We almost to the little area I mapped out. I just want to see. We almost to it. Literally. We are almost to it. Because I just want to see if those buys going to take advantage, like start to come in after this candle. It's going to have, what, about 30 more minutes to this candle close out, about another hour? I mean, 30 minutes until this hourly candle closes, sorry. So 30 minutes. So I want to get about 30 more minutes of pull. About 30. I know it sounds long, a far way to go, but I just want to see if it's going to stop, kind of get halted like right here. I just want to see. We're almost to it. We about right to it. Let me see if now they're going to try to create a bull trap and go for another pullback coming after they trap these buyers. Let me see. Let me see if they're going to set up a trap and then yank them again. There we go. Yank them back down. Come on. Come on down, because I know you want to hit my alerts. I know you do. It's itching. It's itching to come down this way. I know it is. It's itching to come down towards it. It's all about patience, guys. It's all about patience. Come on, you little sack of crap. Come on. Being patient, guys. Being patient. Let me check VIX. Where's VIX at? Have we fallen? Oh, what we at? 28.28. All right, 28.28 level. Let me see if that's gonna hold up as resistance, which that area should be equivalent to SPY's bottoms coming up real soon. If that area can hold up for like a double top, and we pull back down, SPY should soon be getting ready to bounce. If, like I said, if those sellers can keep those buys underneath 28.28 on VIX and reverse back down, because like I told you, the true bottoms. The old breakout area is all the way back down towards 23.10. So I just want to see if this downtrend is going to continue down this way. That's what I'm anticipating. All right, let's see. Still watching on the 1 hour. Still watching on the 1 hour. It's like right to it too. Like right. It's like right there. I think here we go. I think we about to get it. All right. Let's see. We already did the bull trap, so let's see now. Can we go for the further pullback? Let's see. Now that they created this bull trap, we should be possibly, if these sellers can come on and pull. Come on. Patience is the game. Patience is the game. Patience, patience. Being patient, guys. Patience, patience. Waiting on this next leg down. Should get one more coming. Should get one more. One more. Shout out to my puts. Like the contracts I was looking at, like they wasn't really moving. The ones I was looking at, like they barely moved on this damn thing. Barely moved. Still keeping on watch though. Should be one more below this little price point. Back down this way. One more. Come on. Anyway. Man, guys, any guys see any good movies coming out? Any other good movies coming out? I still ain't seen Scream 7 yet. I know I was waiting on Scary Movie 6 to come out. It's like ever since Scary Movie 2, man, it was like it just went downhill. I want to see if they're gonna redeem themselves with Scary Movie 6 now that the Wayans brothers are back in it. So I want to see. I'm waiting on it. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, see the buyer's gonna try to reutilize this little bottom real quick. So let's just see. I want those sellers to take it out. I want those sellers to take it out real fast. It's almost to that price point that I'm anticipating to see if they're gonna hold. We should be cracking it. Should be cracking. Should be gearing up, guys. Here we go. Let's see, can we get it? Let's see, can they start pulling now? Come on. Go for a strong pull. I know y'all want to do it. I know they want to pull it. I know they want to pull it. But you see how you just take your time to, like, even without me just narrating it, like, on how you guys can narrate it, even from the comfort of your own homes. Like, just pay close attention to details. Once you start to understand your price points, man, even if you got to talk to yourself, that ain't going to make you crazy. Just understand these levels and just respect the psychology behind it, the psychological movements. That's it. Trying to see if we're going for this next leg down. Like one more to go. It should be pulling because it's trying to. they trying to. They should be pulling. Let me see. Come on, man. Give me one more. Just one more. Little MF. I mean, if they put it like this, if they do get back up, I mean, nothing I can do about it. But I do have kind of a bigger target in mind where I think a majority or more buyers could be sitting. That's why I was anticipating to see if they're going to utilize this little level this way. That's going to be around the 68s, low 68s. I mean, we are in the 68s, but I want to see can we get into the lower 68s. Like, we almost to it. Like, we are damn near to it. Because I just want to see the psychology behind it. Because all I want to see now, if buyers are going to think what I'm thinking, if they're going to take advantage of it. And again, I'm going to wait on a confirmation. And then that's going to let me know, okay, buyers now stepping back in after the sell-off to now to slowly reverse it back to the upside. That's all I'm trying to do, just get this confirmation. I mean, like I said, shout out to my traders who did get in at 672s. For the pullback down. I swear it's like giving me foreplay right here. It's like messing with me. it's like it's messing with me. It's like it want to pull, but it's kind of like it's like nope. I swear it's like it's messing with me right now because it knows what what I needed to do. I needed to crack below this price point, like right back down, like right here. It's like almost right by it. I'm waiting on that second leg down because I know I want to do it. Once we start to crack that 88.50, we should be pulling back down towards the 88s, down to possible areas of 67.50. I said 88.50s. I'm sorry, 68.50s. My apologies. 68.50s down to the 68s itself. Like I said, if they hold this, ain't nothing I can do about it. Because if they hold it, if those buyers are holding this, I mean, I have to go, instead of down here, if they hold this level, I might have to we'll see. I'm just trying to be as patient as I can. Because, I mean, the VWAP is all the way back down this way. It's like it's not too far from it. So I'm trying to see if those buyers going to reap the VWAP bounce. It's almost to my level. Once we can get this crack underneath this 68.50, we should be pulling down the rest of this way. It's this damn 68.50 that needs to crack. Those buyers can get their little happy self out the way real quick and give us what we need. So it look like it's trying. It look like it's gearing up for it. Seller should start to be pulling right now. There we go. See what I mean? See how when you're just patient, we gotta want to get this full pull. Come on. Full pull. Come on. I know you want to. Come on. Because I know you want to. Stop playing. Like, let's go. Oh, that's foreplay. Killing me. It's right. It's literally right by. This thing is messing with me. Come on, man. Come on, sellers. Go ahead and get it. Go ahead and have your fun. Go ahead and get it out the way. Go ahead. Pull it. Because I know y'all want to. Pull it. I need you to pull me down to the 668s, down to the 667.50s. Come on. I'm being patient, guys. Then I'm gonna go check out. I'm gonna go check outside. I'm gonna go check one more time too. What the hell was that? Received. All right, we underneath. All right, so let's see. Come on. Come on, come on. Create another bull trap. Utilize this for resistance and yank them. Come on. You already gapped down underneath. Come on, come on. There we go. Patience, baby. Patience is a virtue, man. Crazy. Don't you bounce yet. Come on. Come on, sellers. Just come on, baby. Come on, man. Come on, come on. Pull them, baby. Pull them. I know they want to. Oh, I got a cash out? Oh man, Mike, thank you so much, man. Let me give some love to Mike for the donation, boss. I definitely appreciate your money, Mike. Boss, thank you so much, man. God bless you, man. God bless you and your family. I definitely appreciate you. I just got my notification. Shout out to Money Mike, man, for the dono, man. Mike, thank you so much, man. Like I said, shout out to you and your beautiful family, man. Appreciate you for the dono, boss. I just got it, man. I just got because I was wondering, I seen it. I was like, man, what the hell? But nah, thank you so much, Mike. I definitely thank you so much, boss. Appreciate you. I'm gonna send you some love right back. Let me hit you up in the comments. Thank you so much, because I kept seeing my notification pop up. But I definitely thank you, man. God bless you. Let me reply. Huge, man. Nice dono too, man. Thank you so much, boss. I'm trying to text it. God dog, let me why won't it let me? I want to show some love to my guy. I want to send him. I want to reply back to him. I reply. It don't even let me put emojis on it. Oh, I can't put text in. Oh, y'all wrong. Y'all far for that one. All right, I guess I have to pick an emoji because it won't let me send like words. Let me pick out a cool one for my guy. Thank you so much, Mike. Appreciate you, boss. Yeah, I thought it was gonna let me write words into it. I can't write words. Shout out to my G, man. Always. I guess I just put a heart emoji. It won't let me type words. But like I said, you hitting it for me though, Mike. Thank you so much, boss. God bless you, you and your beautiful family, man. Appreciate you. So you heard it from my mouth, even though it won't let me text it. Huge, man, huge dono. Thank you so much. Because, I mean, I don't never tell nobody business on what they donate, so. But thank you so much, boss. I just put a heart, man. Don't think it will let me do. But, yeah, huge shout out to Mike, though, man. Nice dono. That's all I'm going to say. I'll put it like this. Aussie, I think he got you beat. That's all I'm going to say. Aussie, I think he got you beat, Queen. He got you beat. Nah, but shout out to Aussie. That's my lady though. She always be donating too. Shout out to all of them. Aussie, Nadia, all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for donos, man. Here we go, guys. Here we go. 68, 68. Just what we were waiting for. First alert. About to hit. Here we go. 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 Man, I wasn't expecting it. I'm still shocked just looking at that. I'm like, like my mouth still like. I was like, wait, what? But nah, that's a blessing, man. That's crazy. We're almost there, man. I'm keeping on watch. It's crazy. Wait, do I got the I'm just checking something real quick, guys. Hold on. 60, 96. Let me see. Yeah, buddy, man. God ain't nothing but good, man. You guys ain't nothing but great, guys. I mean, you guys are amazing, man. Y'all keep me doing this every day, man. Thank y'all so much. You guys are amazing. God. I had to look twice. I had to look twice, like, this ain't real, but man, guys, amazing. Don't tell me about to start bouncing already. Let me see. Don't start bouncing already. I mean, I could start moving in. I still think we're gonna pull back a little bit more. I still think we're gonna pull back like one more time. I'm still anticipating these bottoms like towards that VWAP. Still think we got like one more pullback to go. Hey, look, are you still in your trade, boss? Or are you out, boss? You out, or are you still holding? I'm trying to wait to see it. You know, I'm waiting on these buys. They may start trying to jump me. Start now. That means they didn't catch my entry. You dirty MFs. I was waiting on it. I'm being patient. Because I'm trying to see exactly what these bottoms gonna be. Because I don't want to guess. I just want to see. I want to really wait on these buyers. I'm trying to be patient. Because the question is this going to be the actual bottoms where buyers could be, utilized for this liquidity grab? Or could we go down just a little bit lower? Because, I mean, we already got the sell-off already taking place. I'm just trying to figure out what these buyers going to try to step in. Just trying to figure this out, guys, real quick. Trying to figure it out. Yeah, so look, Aussie, did y'all trade it? Well, the Luck already traded. Aussie, did you trade Queen? See, buyers, it look like buyers are starting to step in, guys. Let's see. Oh, man, don't tell me they're about to start stepping in already, man. They didn't even grab my orders. I'm keeping on watch. Keeping on watch. What it was, about 68.50? I'm gonna watch between 68.50 to 68 for right now. Because I want to see it going. No, look, no. Boss, you know what? Thank you so much. Because I'm going to put, like I said, that's going to go towards my kids, especially my baby girl. So, nah, I'm a person, boss. I'm grateful for whatever I get. I don't give a damn if I get. I mean, you can even ask Nadia. Sometimes Nadia may send $2 or $3. Hey, I'm grateful. whatever God placed in my life, boss, I'm never, I'm never ungrateful. I'm grateful for whatever I get. I don't care what it is. So, Lucky, God bless you, boss. I thank you so much for everything, man. Again, God bless you and your family. And I mean, again, that's going towards my kids. I don't spend none on myself. I make sure my kids have everything they need, they want. That's my children's, So thank you, and I'm gonna let them know to have them personally. Lucky, thank you, boss. So whenever they come home, so I'm gonna have them tell you thank you. So, but nah, man, no, I'm grateful for whatever I get, boss. I'm not that type of person. I mean, you should know me by now. You should know me by now. I mean, like I said, shout out to you, shout out to Aussie, shout out to, Nadia for those who do donate, man. And how does one? Oh, you can donate anywhere, boss. I'll put up the link. BP. I got you, boss. I'll put up the donation. And like I said, I don't ask for anything, man. I'm grateful, man. I love being with you guys, man. And the reason why, and that's why half of the time my stuff for free, because I owe you guys my life, because y'all saved me in so many ways that, I went, and I'm being honest, man. I went through depression. I went through a lot of things in my life, but it's because you guys, y'all kept me pushing, and I thank God, and I thank you guys for saving me. So that's my way of saying thank you. So I'm appreciative. So I'll put the donation up here, BP, and I'm gonna pin it. All right, I pinned the message, boss. So in any forms, any which way, boss. But yeah, Lucky, thank you so much, boss. Like I said, I'm grateful for whatever y'all give, man. They go straight to the kids. So I just tell them, Uncle Lucky, bless them with something, and I'll have them tell you thank you. So now he gonna be known as Unc. And look, I did mod you, right? Should be. Oh yeah, he's mod. Okay, he's mod. He is mod. All right, making sure. Make sure he's mod. Yep, look like we holding right here, guys. I wonder if Bob's gonna utilize this level between 668 and 668.50. I wonder right here is where they're gonna try to start the reversal now. Did they short me? Yep, if this level holds and we start to see that move back up, damn it, they mean they shorted me. That's because the 50 SMA moved up right before it hit the levels I was anticipating. But I told you guys to watch the indicators, to watch that 50 SMA and watch that VWAP. That 50 SMA moved up right before it hit those bottoms, right before it hit my damn targets. It's all good though. I mean, at least we called it. I mean, we was close right on the money to it. I mean, we was close right damn near spot on. So patience is a virtue. I mean, look at the transition. So we called it. I mean, we spot on with it. So should I start to put in my entries now and just try to see if since we didn't go all the way back down to it, so let me see. Yep, I had all my entries way down here. It didn't grab none of them. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. So now, let me see now, can we start to transition our way back up? Let me see now, can we go from a downtrend now to see can buy start to step back in? So now what we want to see now is majority of green candles back to the upside. Hey, but Lucky, you can't lie though. We called it yesterday though. That gap fill, we called it yesterday, didn't we? Remember we said that we was possible if we gap down towards what it was, the 670s, that we was gonna see a possible gap down all the way down towards the 660s and so forth. We nailed that gap fill. We called that to a T. Not the gap fill, but the gap down. We nailed that one. That was crazy. So now, guys, let's see now. Can buyers start to step in? Oh man, was it? I mean, I knew we were gonna gap down, but I didn't expect that hard drop, man. When I started to see the 650s, I was like, holy crap. I mean, I was thinking the 660s, thought the 664s. Yeah, that bad boy went way past that. That bad boy went way past that level. I was like, geez Louise. That was crazy. So right now, guys, look like 668, 668.50s held so far. So it looked like we held those. So I'm gonna try to see if as long as they hold and go back up, I mean, I can try to utilize, once we get back above these levels, to try to look for that confirmation, back up to the upside. So for my longs, what we want to see is, now that we did survive the pullback, we just want to get this continuation uptrend. So right now we survived the uptrend so far, the pullback, I mean. So let's take these bottoms. Because I knew that was, because Lucky, remember I went into the 3-hour time frame and I saw that bull flag pattern set up. Because I knew they were setting up for something. Because remember, I had to go into a 3-hour time frame, merge those 3 green candles together just to see if we see a bull flag pattern. And sure enough, look at that, bull flag. I saw it. I saw it. So, Jay, where did we go from here? What we need from here, we want to see a possible 2-legged push up. We already got 1 leg, which is this one right here. What we want to see this candle do is we want to see that candle get right back above that 670 and get that reverse back to the upside. We want to see that we want to see 2 candles up. So again, we already got 1 green candle here. We just need this candle alone to build this way back up. We want to get right back to where that candle's close was here. Let's see. That candle close was what was this one? 61.27. So let's just move it up slightly, the price point. Let's just move it up just a little bit. I think it was 61.27. Yeah, right here where that candle's closed. So we want to get this candle here, the body of the candle, to get right back on top of this and flip. So right above 61, we want to flip back up because we want this candle to be the second green candle up that way. So it looked like it may be starting to initiate off of that bull flag pattern. So now we just need to see buyers move that way back up. 670s, 671s, and then get that candle to turn back to flip green. That should be your second green candle. And now going the opposite way towards that 676. But I did see that bull flag setting up. I saw that. That's why I was trying to warn everybody. So I knew it was going to get a pullback. That's why I was just trying to figure out where the bottoms was going to be. That's why I told you guys, I had you guys look at the 1-hour time frame and I marked it off to see if they was going to get that pullback all the way down to that level. We got close to it, but we didn't get it all the way back down. Right to where I wanted it. I wanted it. Oh, I had my entry set like right here. So it didn't catch it exactly. It didn't catch it exactly. I might have had it too low, but I was on point with it. Because look where we bounced at. I was damn near on point. Look right here, boss. Remember I told you they may pull all the way back down to that old when we started the gap down right here. I told you we was gonna possibly pull down to it, didn't I? Look at that. And then the buyers came in right here and then bounced it right back up. I was close. I was right damn near spot on it. I was spot on, boss. I knew it was coming somewhere. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. But guys, that's the fun thing I like about it, and that's why, man, that's why I love you guys to death, man, because I like breaking things down to a science, to make you guys understand, the psychology behind it, the price points behind it, so you guys don't get caught in choppiness, you don't get confused, and I mean, that's why I have so much respect for you guys, Nadia, Lucky, BP, all of y'all, man, because I have so much love and respect for y'all. I'm willing to go through every time frame. I'm willing to go through every pattern, things that you may overlook. Because think about it, Friday, Lucky, what I called out Friday, boss, that went over everybody's head. I said, I see a potential inverted cup and handle. And lo and behold, what happened? We dumped. So it's crazy. So the best thing to do, guys, is just take your time frames and just kind of understand what it's doing. Like, you got to realize, Monday through Friday, or put it like this, weekly basis, always create some type of range or pattern. So all you do is just take those into consideration. Another way you can do it, depending on what time frame you're looking at, see, like this one I have right here, all I did was turn off my pre-market and my post-market and just basically have all my intradays together. So today is Monday, this was Friday, this is Thursday. So I'll take them off just to kind of get an idea of the overall setup, to put myself on the right side of things. So that's another thing that I do. So I will, like, if you put the post-market, pre-market on, you'll see this. You put it back on, you'll get those gray boxes, right? To me, it takes up too much space. So what I'll do is I'll take that off because I don't need the gray boxes. Why? Because I don't trade in after hours and I don't trade in pre-market. I primarily trade in intraday. So what I do is I go here, I go to equities, and right here where it says show extended hours trading session, I just take it off and focus primarily on intraday setups. And even with your intradays, and I can just let me make a duplicate copy. I'll take everything off so y'all can see it clearly. Let me take this off, clear everything off the board so y'all can see it in a more clear fashion. And all you do, guys, is just take your days, because all of this is daily. This is daily. See? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and what today is Monday. So notice, even from last week, all we did was make a pattern. You see how simple that looks? Look at that. From Tuesday of last week, going into this week, look how, and once you put all your intradays together, it makes a pattern. It gives you a direction. See that? It gives you a sense of a direction. So all you do is understand your levels of resistance and your overall levels of support, and go from there. So far from what we have from today, connected from last week, you still have a what? You still have a downtrend setup. See that? You still have a downtrend setup. See how clear and easy I make it? It's not hard at all to read it. From that, all you do is focus on your psychological levels. That's it. Where did you have the bounces? Where did you have the strongest rejections? But notice, again, from Tuesday of last week, going into this week, today, Monday, connect them all together. It still makes a pattern. Even if I take off pre-market and I take off post-market, you can still see a pattern set up. See that? Still makes a pattern. Regardless, I still understand my levels, resistance, support. I still understand everything, even out the pre-market and post-market. See that? How it's still building an uptrend from today. Bottoms right here, getting somewhat of a VY bounce. And again, we are you got the 200-day moving average all the way up towards 680. But we know in order for us to get to 680, what price point we need to break out? 676. Y'all know this. So watch. Take this price point, 676. Make it as easy as possible. 676. Highlight that bad boy. Mark it in gray, white. Bam. Now, look at the psychological level. See that? 676. It acted as support at one point, and it acted as a resistance. So you already know, in order for you to get to 680, you need to break out where? 676. So we already know that, again, until we break out, even this week alone, that price point is going to be a problem. So last week's problem is going to be this week's problem. And then all you do is take a duplicate copy of that. Come on. Duplicate copy. And now go down to an area. Oops. Go down to an area where you bounce, which is around the 670s. Right about right there. So you know that level we need to break in order for us to get back in that range. So you know your price points. See that? The goal is, if you're long bias, we need to get a break back above this price point to put us back in what? This range. So instead of doing a range crack down, we're trying to set up for a range break out. So notice the rotation. So again, if you're long bias, we know we need to rotate up, not down. So if you pay close attention, see right here, you navigated out of that range downward. Now that we got that buying momentum come in, now we want to go back in that range, but rotate upward. We want to reverse the play towards the upside. Now y'all see the setup, guys? Now you see why those price points are so important, because depending on which direction in your bias, whether you're long bias or short bias, now you understand on how to trade it. Easy. Just take your time with it. Today my trades was sold 10x, my guy. Let me see. Check the. God, boy, y'all all blessing me today, man. I thank y'all, man. Hey, AJ, thank you so much, boss. Appreciate you. Let me give you some love too. Appreciate you for the dono, man. Thank you so much, boss. Appreciate you. Shout out to my guy, Big Pen. Shout out to my guy with my little dono box at. Appreciate you, boss. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you. God bless you, man. God bless you and the beautiful family, boss. Appreciate you. But BP, you notice how easy it is just to read this? Like how simple I'm making this? By just understanding the direction. You know, looking at my downtrend, and not just looking at my downtrend to understand the levels of psychology. Again, if I'm looking towards the upside, I know the levels we need to break. You know, I know how much room we have, the room up to the upside. Exactly. Yep. Green is green, boss. Yeah, green is green. Exactly. So right now, as of now, we know right now we're still in a downtrend. We know what levels we need to break if we want to come out of this downtrend setup this week to get a nice reversal to the upside. But you got to keep in mind, we still haven't yet got back up towards 676. That's going to be a problem. We know that we still haven't, well, we ran up above 670s, but we came back below. No, that's going to be a problem. So we have our bottoms down here where buyers came in. So you take that level, right? You make a duplicate copy of that price point, of that line, and you bring it down this way. And what does it give you? A range. Look at that. Tops, mid, bottom. So you know where we need to break out in order for us to move our way back up to the top. If you're short buyers, you know where we need to stay underneath to move our way back on down. So again, if we stay underneath 670s, that means that we could get a continuation sell-off where we could get more downside than upside. And what does that equal? A descending wedge and that downtrend setup still showing weakness in the market. That easy, guys. Easy, easy, easy. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it complicated at all. Make it as simple as possible. Make it as simple as possible. This is a 15-minute time frame, and I took all my lines off, and I made new lines just to show you the setup that we are in as of now. So you already see the areas needed, depending on your bias. If you're long bias, as I mentioned, oops, that was ugly. Hold up, let me fix this real quick. My bad, guys. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some trading in it. 2, 5, 6. Go, and let me set that as my default, and bop. Okay, so you already know what we need to break in order for us to move our way back up to our 680s. You know we need to take out 676. You know we got to get back above 670s. If we can successfully U-shape our way back on up, create a red to green move, you can clearly see what it's doing right now. Red to green, bouncing off the VWAP, trying to get his way back up. If they can successfully get back above 670, then what? That puts you back in this range. That puts you back in that range. That means that 670 is now going to turn back into support, right? That means that now from 670, would that be our next target up? 676. We get that break above 676. Now we go to the next area up towards the 680, 682s. So it's slowly trying to move our way up. So long buyers, we know that our goal is to try to break out of this downtrend. We're trying to break out of the downtrend. And we know we need 670 to get the ball rocking and rolling. We need 670 because we need to come out of the 660s and get back into the 670 brackets. So you got to remember, every whole number is going to hold as a natural support and a natural resistance. You get back above 670, that means that now we can focus on the 670 price points. 671, 672, 673. We called that out. I think you was in my live stream yesterday, right? Well, we called out the gap fill. And again, I posted on my Discord this morning for VIX right here, BP. I said, and that was on VIX. I said, ladies and gentlemen, that means VIX will be gapping up. Then I said in due time, we will be possibly filling the gap down. So normally, what VIX likes to do, if VIX gaps up, it likes to fill the gap, whether it's down or up. If VIX gaps down, then it's going to fill that gap back to the upside. So anytime I see something like that, I know to do the opposite, right? Because if VIX is gearing up to go down, that's telling me that's a call opportunity for SPY to ride it back on up. If VIX gaps down, that means that I need to be gearing up for a put, because that means SPY is about to hit a resistance, and once VIX goes up, SPY is about to do the whole opposite. So I look for gap fills. And I did alert everybody last night that VIX will be possibly gapping up, and in due time, we will be filling that gap down, so get ready. And sure enough, what happened in VIX, I'll go to VIX real quick, is exactly what we did. We filled the gap fill. So right here on VIX, let me move this over real quick. What did VIX do? VIX gapped up. And what did we do following that? We filled the gap right back on down. So when you see that, remember, VIX and SPY does the opposite. So if VIX is gearing to go up, you need to prepare yourself for a possible call opportunity for SPY to ride back, go back to the upside as VIX comes down. So when I saw this, call opportunity. That's what that told me. Because if VIX is fading, SPY's pushing. It's going to do the total opposite of one another. See right here, look for example. As VIX faded, oh, let me go to a full to the full set. Hold up. Sorry about that. Right about, yeah. Because that VIX is going down, SPY was moving his way right on up. So normally when I see something like this, I'm gearing up to do the opposite. I'm gearing up to always do the opposite. If I know VIX is about to fall, I'm about to hop in on a call for SPY to go up. If VIX is about to go up, I know it's an opportunity to go in for a put, because SPY is about to come right on down. And it looked like we could be setting up, because I mean, look what VIX is doing. VIX ran up towards 228. Look like he's starting to curl back down again. So if VIX starts to crack back underneath 2730, SPY should re-break above 670s, back to the upside, thus giving us our U-shaped pattern. So as one U shapes, the other one look like is cupping, inverted. So one is U-shaping, cupping toward the upside. One is inverting, cupping towards the downside. So they do the opposite of one another. What about if the, well, normally, I'll put it like this. Normally VIX, and I'll be honest with you, BP, normally VIX likes to fill its gap fills. Like, I haven't seen a time that it didn't. And I'm just being honest with you. As long as I've been watching VIX, and shout out to Primo for putting me on VIX. Every time I see a VIX gap up or down, I know 9 times out of 10 is going to fill it. 9 times out of 10 is going to fill it. It always does it. I mean, I can go back to a few of them and show you, for example, where we see gaps up, gap downs, and it always fills it. Well, let me see if I can find another one. I mean, right here, you had like a little miniature gap up right here. Look what happened. Fill the gap on down. Right here. Gap up. Fill the gap. Right back on down. See, it normally likes to fill its gap ups. Oh, gap up or gap downs. Look right here. Gapped up. Fill the gap. Right back on down. See what I mean? It fills it regardless. It always fills this gap ups or downs. Gapped up. Fill that little gap. Right back on down. It always does it. So anytime I see something like that, I get excited. I love when they do that because it's easy to make it like a trade or easy to call it. I love when they do that. So it lets me know on which direction I need to focus more on. So when I seen VIX possibly gapping down, it told me to go long on SPY. And sure enough, look what SPY is doing. Ain't SPY going up while VIX is going down? They do the opposite on one another. So look at that. As VIX is fading on down, SPY is gearing on up. So the next level I do see VIX going down to, like I said, the old breakout level is 2310. So once we crack 27, we do have room to fall back down to 25, and then from 25, you do have room to fall down to 2310, which should allow SPY to push his way back up towards that 76. I mean, you can see that they're trying to. I mean, look at this uptrend still holding. Get back, create this U-shaped pattern, get back above 672. Wow. Can you take a look at a specific one? It's from the past Thursday. Which one, boss? Which one in specific? Which one? Let me know. I'll take a look at it. I got you. Which one in particular, boss? Let me know. We'll definitely take a look. But right now, guys, as far as SPY, we're still holding the uptrend. We just got to get that re-break of 670. Because the goal is to go for a U-shaped pattern. We want to see a nice red to green move. We want those buys to get right back above, break above 672, and go for that push up to 674 to 676. So we want to see a big U-shaped pattern breakout. That's the goal. Want to get our way right back above 672 and continue up. That is the goal. Goal idea. He said, can you take a look at that specific one? It's SPX. Okay. Yeah. Oh, ain't gonna lie. Now, and another thing I like about SPX versus SPY, one thing I ain't gonna lie, I do like a lot. I'm gonna go to it. I like about SPX, the charts are way cleaner. That I ain't gonna lie. Like IWM and SPX has way cleaner charts than SPY alone. I mean, look how clean IWM is. Look at this. It's pretty. It's not all choppy. I mean, look how pretty it looks. Easy to read. Same thing. SPX should be doing the same exact thing. Look at that. SPX. Pretty. Look at this. Beautiful to read. That's one thing I like about SPX and IWM. The charts is so clean to read. I love it. I love those charts. Now, okay. Now, in particular. Oh, you're looking for the gap. You talking about the gap fill. I mean, well, you did gap down underneath what it was. Okay, so the level on SPX was pretty much that 67.40. Because you gap down right here. This is where you gap down at. So that area went from that was the area you need to re-break. So that was gonna be resistance. But once you break above it, we'll take a closer look. But I mean, look what SPY's doing. So it should start to be curling up right along with SPY soon. Because SPY started to curl back up. Look at this. Look at that U-shaped pattern. So SPX should be doing the same thing coming up. So I'm trying to hurry and fix it real quick, boss. I got you. Let me hurry and fix it real quick. Oh, hold on. I got to set up on my 5-minute on my what's my 5-minute time frame? Oh yeah, there we go. Say, look, see what it's following SPY. See what SPY's doing? It should be following it. Starting to U-shape. You notice that? He's doing almost exactly what SPY's doing. Following it right to a T. So that means that SPX needs to break above that 74.40. 74.40 and then plus get you above that 200-day moving average. I mean, we should be golden. It's a little bit. Let me see. Let me fix it. See right here. It might be a little bit underneath. Where's that price point exactly? What was that high at? Oops. What's the high on this calendar? High was what? 34.64. Oh shoot, what the hell just happened? Oh, there we go. So see where your top is on SPX? That's where your top is as of now. I mean, even with SPX, you got like a little uptrend. Got a nice little uptrend building. Got a nice little ascending triangle building up right now on that bad boy. So it's looking pretty decent. SPX March 5th closed. Let me go back a little bit. Oh, you talking about right here? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. But no, see, and well, another reason why you failed too, because you failed underneath that 200-day moving average. So that was another issue why you had that pullback on SPX too, BP. See right here, you ran up towards that 200-day moving average. You got rejected and had that dump right back on down. So you had like this downtrend setup. You had like a downtrend setup. Now VIX on the other hand likes to fill its gaps. I mean, SPX does it too, but right now the market is just kind of like it was weak trying to build its way back up. I mean, look at VIX overall setup. Trying to get its way out of a downtrend situation. So if we flip it back this way, the goal is to break out of this downtrend towards the upside. So you see what I mean? So you can see every time you run to that trend line, rejection. Trend line, rejection. Trend line, rejection. So you are on a downtrend on SPX. So the goal is to break out of the downtrend. So, but I see what you're saying. I see where you're coming from. I see exactly where you're coming from. So right now the goal is to go for a downtrend breakout. We want to reverse it. You know, starting off with this week. Because you gotta remember, Monday sets the tone, Friday sets the standard. So with Monday set up today, we want to carry it going into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we want to build our way back on up. Kind of like what today is setting itself up to do on SPY. You got back above 662s, back above the 664s. I mean, look how it's slowly building its way back up into the 70s. So right now, it looks like it may be setting a tone for the rest of the week. So the question is, could we continue on up going into tomorrow? So if that uptrend continues, I mean, we could see an uptrend. Normally, what happens on a week on SPY, it likes to normally go for like 3-day trends, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then once it get around Thursday, we'll see. And I'll show you, for example, SPY normally does that. It's weird. Watch, let me show you where we went on a climb on a Monday, Tuesday. Like it normally does that, based off on how Monday is setting up. Like the days will follow it. Let me find one we did a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday climb. Let me see. Well, this was Tuesday, Wednesday. Let's see all the way. God, I'm trying to find one where we did like a 3-day climb up and then we wound up turning, creating a huge old like cup pattern. I was trying to find one. I know I had one somewhere. This was Wednesday and Thursday. then Thursday and a Friday. But if you notice, we're coming out of a cup pattern, now transitioning to a U-shaped pattern. So it looks like we're about to be doing the opposite this week. We could be setting up to uptrend instead of downtrend. So it could be an uptrend to start off this week. It's a possibility. Could be an uptrend starting off, boss. Because Monday is leading the charge right now. Slowly building our way back up to the upside. So we could see a climb today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. So yeah, just focus on that. Like I said, I like SPX too. We're just trying to transition our way out of a downtrend now to an uptrend. So, like I said, SPX is gearing up to try to transition its way out, just like SPY is doing. I mean, look what SPY is doing. See, you got right back on top of 670. See that? Creating a what? U-shaped pattern. U-shaped pattern, a nice red to green move, just like we was talking about. So bottoms did hold. Look at this, U-shape. So look how Monday is already setting the tone for the rest of the week. So far, you're uptrending. So Monday is so far setting up a good trend in a good range. So right now, it's representing bullishness at this moment. So now being back above 670, next level up, we got to re-break above 672s because we know what that in-game go is and where buyers are trying to go. They're trying to go up towards that 676. And even though it missed my damn entries, I can't believe it did that. Damn, man. I thought we was going to pull all the way back down to those levels. I had my areas too low. I mean, I had it close towards the VWAP. I thought we was going to get a VWAP bounce, but then we wind up holding right at 668 and then right back up. So it didn't not even grab my entries. I had the right idea, but we just couldn't get it. Aussie, you think I should stay skin randed like I did last week? Just jump in and just go for the ride as long as we hold the uptrend? What you think? I mean, because if it's going to hold, I mean, I'll hold it. I'll hold it to see if we're going to get that push. I mean, I'll just have to probably sit and, wait. Let me look at my contracts first before I do anything else. Let me see how these contracts are setting up. I mean, because as long as that uptrend holds, I'll ride it. Pause. Right now, nice red to green. I mean, look, and BP, look at SPX, red to green. So even that bad boy is setting up pretty decent. So, I mean, again, we could be setting up a different tone this week. This bad boy could be setting up for an uptrend. Especially once you get above, on SPX, above that 67.34, up this 67.40. I mean, this bad boy could be uptrending back up towards the upsides. So I would just say keep your eyes peeled on that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I'll put it like this, Aussie, if Monday is gonna set a tone for an uptrend, I might just hold it. I ain't gonna lie to you. As long as it holds and that uptrend continues, I mean, I'll just get in. Nah, brother, the entry was this morning. Now come the pain. So BP, did you try getting in this morning? What was your entry this morning on SPX? Because it looked like you had some good entries right around at 66.40. Because you had a double bottom right here, 66.40. 66.40, you double bottom right here. Then you wind up reversing back up towards the 66.80s, back up towards the 67s. So it looks like this bad boy moves by, what is that, 20-cent increments? So it looked like go by like 2, 4, 6, 8. So it looked like 20s up to the 40. So it looked like it moved by 2s. Kind of like what SPY does. So it looked like it moves by 20-cent increments. Because you held 66.40s, broke above 66.60s, then got above 66.80s up to the 67. So it looked like it moved by 20-cent increments. That's what it looked like it's doing. Yeah, it looked like slowly moved by 20-cent increments. So where we at right now? So that means that we need to get above 67.20. If it's going by 20-cent increments, that means we need to get above 67.20 for that push up to 67.40. So that's going to be the next possible level. I bought 67.40 calls at 27 cents, sold at $1. Yeah, see, but right now, around that 67.40 is going to be resistance because that's going to be the U shape. See, that's going to be the area we need to break. So right here, you would have had a better entry back down this way after we had a sell-off for the reversal, kind of like what SPY did. That's why I told everybody not to jump the gun. That's why I said Aussie and Jenna and everybody else, I say don't chase. I said wait. I said look like it's setting up for a bull flag pattern. Normally, after we make an engulfing green candle and we have a red candle, that's, to me, I love the pullback session on a bull flag pattern, so it prevents me from chasing it. So that's why I was telling everybody else after we had that engulfing green candle, I said, guys, wait for a pullback. And sure enough, guys, did we not pull back? I said that wait for the pullback to start to initiate off of that red candle. And that's why I was telling everybody, well, you will have a way better entry and you'll have more reward than risk. So if you getting in down here, you'll have way more reward than risk. But if you jumping it up here on a call, you're gonna have way more risk than reward. Kind of like what you did this morning, when you jumped in. Right here, that was way more risk than reward. Versus if you would have waited, came down towards the 50 SMA, you would have had a way better entry. That would have been around 67 itself for the push back up towards 67.40. You would have had down here, you would have had way more reward than risk. Well, you could have just been holding this bad boy and just riding that bad boy back to the top. So that's why you have to identify your setups. See, if you would have been kind of paying more close attention to the downtrend setup, you notice every time you hit that purple trend line, you pull back. And look, you went right into a bull trap. You notice that? As they pushed up, you hit that purple trend line, which was the bull trap, in a strong resistance. And what happened? You pulled back down. And then you came right into an area. And think about it. And look, let me show you the trick to it too, BP. Look. They did the same thing. And look. And notice this. That same little area that we talked about on SPY, they did the same exact thing on SPX. Tell me I'm lying, boss. Look. Tell me I'm lying. Right here where you had that gap down, look. On that pullback bounce. Tell me I'm lying, BP. Look. After they broke out and it ran up towards 67.40, what did you pull back down to? See that old area? Once we had a little dip and they wound up recovering, all they did was take that old resistant area, utilize it for support, and then push their way back to the upside. See that? Yeah, see that? But you notice that? How you just took those low levels, just like I was telling everybody on SPY? I told everybody, don't chase. I say, don't you chase those tops. And once I identified with this bull flag pattern, I told everybody, wait for the pullback. I said, wait for the potential pullback. I went to a 3-hour time frame. I showed them the bull flag pattern. I said, don't chase these tops. I said, 9 times out of 10, you're going to pull back. I said, you remember I told you guys, I said, I want to see a pullback. I said, I want to see us fall below 670s. I want us to fall back into the 668s. Didn't I not say that, guys? And what did we pull back down to? The 668s, and right down to this old, strong red candle, and utilize that for a possible slingshot right back on up. So, I mean, I warned everybody, I prepped everybody on where to get in at. Now, only thing is why I ain't jump in, I had my damn entries too low because it didn't catch my entries all the way. I can still get in, though. I had the right idea, but my entries were just too freaking low. It's all good. It's all good. Had the right idea, entries too low. Shoot. So, because I was anticipating the VWAP, but we didn't hit it. I had them. That's why I had my alerts this way. I had all my alerts. Look where my alerts was at, right at the VWAP. It didn't come down to it. So, it's all good. Again, I had the right idea. It just ain't come all the way down to the levels I wanted. It's like, shit. But at the same time, did I chase? No. Even when this was happening. I was still being patient. I said, guys, I'm still waiting. I still think we're going to get a pullback. Came down to this level. What happened? We pulled back. I said, guys, I still think we're going to pull back. What happened? We pulled back. So, but again, I had all my orders sitting at the VWAP, but it didn't hit it. So I was like, shit. It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. But the fact is, I had a clear idea of the direction, and I had a clear idea of the level of demand. So I broke it all down. I mean, I shared my thought process with you guys, where the possible bounce could be. We did. And, I mean, we went right back to the upside. So, you know, I could call, and it's not hard to call these plays, man. Once you identify yourself with the patterns like BP, I promise you, it gets better and better. So, the goal is on SPX, we just need to get back above 67.20. And we want to break above that 67.40 for that push up to 67.60. So all we want to do now is anticipate a U-shaped pattern breakout, because what that's going to give us, Lucky and, Lucky already know, BP and Jenna and Aussie, what that's going to give us, the reason why we also anticipating a U-shaped pattern, because it's going to give us confirmation of buying strength. Because we expecting the buyers to move their way back up to the upside. Because that's letting us know that buyers are still there. We know that we have buying strength. Because normally if you have buying volatility, you'll find your way back up towards those tops in due time. Because that's letting us know that they're still holding. They're refusing to go down. We still have that push towards the upside. They're showing strength. Again, they're showing confirmation and so forth. So right now, we're just in the process of trying to build our way back up towards the upside. We just want those buyers to convince us that, hey, we're stepping back in. We're not allowing the sellers to pull us back down anymore. It's our turn. We going back up. And that's pretty much it. All we're doing now is just watching the volatility. All we're doing now is watching the candle transitions. Just like we got nothing but red candles that did what? Implicated sellers. Now what we want to see now is buyers. We want to see a majority of green candles versus red candles. We want to see more bear traps versus bull traps. So right now you can see they're slowly trying to build their way back up. Same thing we see with SPX. All we're doing now is watching to see buyers go for the move back up. We have somewhat of a cup and handle pattern trying to set up. Because right here, look at this little area here. Look for this little breakout. Watch this. Let's see if we got strength, because we want to turn that into support. We want to break above that because our goal is to move our way back up. 671, 672s. Finally break this bad boy and then go for that continuation push. Because they still got time to do it. Because it's only, what, 2:30? They still got time to still get this bad boy U-shaped back towards the upside. Because you got to think about the not 2 o'clock, power hour volume that's going to be coming in. You got power hour volume. Because what time it is right now? 2:30? So you still got an hour to go. Well, we could get some more buyers to step in and give us that full push. Because you still got VIX on a downside where that bad boy is still pulling. And you still got time for SPY to go on a push back up towards the 671, 672. Where we'll get that full U-shape. So keep that on watch. Because you are back above this old level here that held up as resistance right before the breakout. You see right here, 670s. Broke above it, then we fell back below it. But look what happened. Turn that bad boy back into what? Support. You back on top of what? Your indicators. 9 EMA is back up. 20 EMA is back up. 50 SMA is back up. All your indicators are pointing back towards the upside. After that indicator fell, your 9 EMA, the leader, what did it do? Regained itself, got right back on top of all the other indicators, indicating that it's still showing value. So that's another sign. Notice how your 9 EMA moves on up? The market follows it. When it gets weak and loses value, so does the market lose value. So notice what happened. That 9 EMA regained its value, so did SPY regain its value. And notice your candle transition. Notice that? You're doing what? Red to green. You got majority of sellers on this side. Now you have majority of buyers on this side. Notice the candle transition. Red to green. Now you got buyers pushing. Notice that? And then now buyers are stepping in, now trying to push their way back up to where? Because they need to break what price point? 672. Same thing with SPX. Get that break above 67.20. They're going for where? Up towards that 67.40. They're trying to go for a U-shape themselves. And SPX is going to follow SPY regardless. It follows it. So if you better understand the SPY, a trick that I used to do, BP, I would use SPY's chart, but I would trade it with SPX contracts. I would normally do it like that as well. Because I was so used to the price points on SPY, because I already know that 9 times out of 10, SPX is going to follow SPY. But I was better at identifying the numbers and the movement with SPY. I would just use SPX contracts. That's what I would do. So I didn't have to look at too many charts and have to, familiarize myself with this chart numbers, that chart numbers. I stuck to SPY and I knew everything that revolves around it. SPX, TQQQQ, SQQQQ, QQQ itself. I mean, VIX. It's like because I already know SPY is almost like the queen bee, so I know everything else around it. I can still utilize those contracts because majority of them going to move in the same direction or in the same format as SPY anyway. Because I mean, think about it. Don't SPY and SPX has the same format? Look, this is SPX setup. This is SPY setup. Don't they look very identical? The only difference is just the prices. That's it. Same direction. So if you're good at identifying SPY and SPY's prices, just use SPY's chart, but trade with SPX contracts. That's it. That's how I made it way easy for myself. So I ain't had to look at too many charts because I was overdoing it. I was killing myself doing that crap. I was trying to look at IWM contracts. I was trying to get SPX contracts, QQQs, TQQQ. I was doing too much. I said, you know what? If I know majority of them are gonna follow SPY, I'm gonna trust SPY's movement and I'm gonna trade off of that. Because that's pretty much what I did to cut the headache out. Because I was putting too much on myself. I couldn't do it. I was killing myself doing that crap. Because we know if you're using TQQQ, we know that it's gonna follow SPY exactly. We know that if you're using SQQQQ, it does the opposite. We know that it's gonna most likely follow VIX on that note. But if you're long biased, and if you got a small account, use TQQQQ. It's gonna follow it. I mean, even QQQs. I mean, they're gonna follow damn near SPY to a T. Just use their contracts, but read SPY's chart. Like I said, that's what I started to do. Easy, easy. So right now, guys, so far we still looking good. Got this U-shaped pattern. We just gotta get that break above, and you can clearly see that we're going from sellers to buyers. Buyers are now taking control, trying to go for that squeeze. Trying to go for that 72 squeeze. So keep that on watch. Keep it on watch. Watch that 672 level. Because you know what buyers are trying to do. They're trying to go for that squeeze above that because we know where their goal is. 674 back up toward that 676. And we know how 676 can act like a magnet. We know what it's going to do. We know where it's trying to pull up to. We know where it's trying to go. So my thing is, if you're long buyers, and especially if you got in at these lows, just continuously enjoy the ride until further notice. If you want to take profits up at 672s, you take profits at 672s, nothing wrong with that. Because if you got in around 678s, that was still $2 towards 670s, and then from 670 to 672, that's $4. So that's how you have to look at it. So we know once we create this U-shaped pattern, we know where these bad boys are going. Here and here. It look like they gearing up. Look like they trying to gear themselves up. So get ready. It's a possibility. Watch this 672. Because VIX is still falling, SPY is still pushing. VIX is still weak. That bad boy still tumbling. So look at the strength of the buyers and the sellers. Buyers are coming right back on up to reclaim what they lost. At 672, they lost all of this. All they doing now is trying to reclaim everything that they lost. That's it. That's it. It's like collecting money. All they doing now is coming back to collect all the way back up to 672s. That's pretty much it. They're coming back to collect. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is slow. It's slow, but notice the direction. Notice that direction. Notice the route that we're going for Monday. Because remember, Monday sets the tone. Friday sets the standard. So if Monday is setting an uptrend tone, 9 times out of 10, we could see a continuation going into Tuesday. Well, we can go above 676, even back up towards the 680s, as long as that uptrend continues. So right now, Monday is setting a good little tone for an uptrend. But you already know where that strong resistance is going to be at. You already know that. You only, a damn near, where we at right now? 671, so about, $5 away? Now, what's going to happen as we hit? Don't make me lie, I don't know. We could break out, or we could get rejected and come right back on down. But we know that level is going to be very important. We know 676 is going to be very important. A very important level. We know this. It's like the contracts are moving so slow, man. It's like, I was looking at these contracts. It's like they look just slow as hell. They are, man. It's hard. It's like they keep readjusting right now. It's like the ones I looked at, they barely moved. But we are back on top. Keep in mind, 670s. So where we at right now? 670. Okay, so up to 671, 671.50 to 672. So we want to see them play kind of like off this little bull flag pattern they have set. So we want to get that break back above 671s, 671.50, back up to 672s. We just want that continuation push towards the upside. So I'm gonna put my alert, because that's gonna be alert number 1, and then I'm gonna put alert at 674 up to 676. As long as that uptrend continues and that momentum keep going, we should be closely getting there. So 672 is gonna be alert number 1. All right. And then alert number 2, 674s, and then last but not least 676. So I'm gonna put up 3 alerts to see can we get them before the market close. All right, and one more. 676. All right, guys, and that should be it. Bam. All right, cool. So, guys, you got about 20 minutes with me, because I know I got to soon get off right before Power Hour kicks in, because I do got to go outside and check that grass, too, because I got to get that out of the way so we don't have any more interference for the rest of the week, so I can come straight on my live stream, and we'll, get it rocking and rolling. So, I'm going to leave a little early to make sure I can, I hope the grass is dry, so I can knock it out today and be done with this crap, despite the little rain we just had. This rain don't want to ease up on me, I swear it don't. So, first target, 672s, and we want to go for the 674s and 676. We want to see can those buyers step in, especially towards Power Hour, for that push towards the upside. Because right now they do have some of the upper hand. They just got to take this area away from the sellers. And from that, we should be catapulting up that bad boy. So let's see what we get, guys. I know Power Hour is going to be in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Still looking good. Still holding up pretty well, pretty decent. Pretty well, pretty decent. BP, you still looking good on your SPX, boss. If you notice, you are back above. Look at the price point you're on top of. 67.20. See that little bull flag they setting up? 67.20. Then we need that push up to 67.40. So they're trying to create their little setup. Got a nice engulfing green candle up. Right above 67.20. Trying to utilize that for support. Then we want to go for the next leg up towards that 67.34 to 67.40, because we want to break this little area here and go for that pretty much that 200-day moving average. Let's just push that to the side. We want to pull up towards that 200-day moving average. That's going to be the intended goal. See, with SPY, we already above our 200-day moving average. We just got to worry about the price points above our head. Let me see. Did it change on the 1 hour though, as far as the indicators? I mean look at this. Boy, look at that buying pressure. Look at this. Look like, guys, look at that 1 hour time frame. Look, lower shadow. Guys, this thing is building up. Look at this. It's trying to flip that candle. So gear up. Look at this. Bull flag pattern is commencing. Look at that. Bull flag pattern, guys, is commencing. They trying to get that candle to flip. Trying to go for that second green candle up that way. Keep it on watch. I told y'all. Y'all had a bull flag pattern right in front of y'all. And this is on a 3 hour time frame. Let me go back to my 1 hour though. But notice on a 3 hour time frame what it's doing. You already got a green engulfing candle. You already had the pullback off that red candle, right? That's your flag. Now we're trying to move our way right back on up. We need to get it back above what? That 671 plus level. So we know in order to get that flip, we need to get above that candle's close. Get that candle to turn green. That'll be your next leg up that way, where you'll go from the 20 EMA up towards that 50 SMA. You'll go from those indicators up to that indicator, thus putting you by 676. And look what that candle's doing on a 3 hour time frame. Look at all that buying pressure. Look at that. That bad boy's trying to flip it. So you got a lot of buyers coming in. So let me go back to the regular time frame. So now that you guys got an understanding on what it's doing, for the last portion of the market, what they're trying to do. And that, again, that's just off of a 3 hour time frame. Y'all can see what it's doing. Y'all can clearly see what it's doing. Let's go back to the 1 hour. How we looking? 1 hour. So we know we need to get above that 71. Gotta Gotta get that bad boy to flip for that push back up. But y'all saw it way clear on the 3 hour. Y'all clearly saw that. Y'all saw that bull flag pattern setting up. And y'all saw nothing but buying momentum at the bottom of that candle. So once that bad boy flips back above 71, I mean, we should be going for that strong push back up towards 72. So based off the 1 hour, still gonna need to get above that 71.27 level though. Still gonna need to get above that. Cause we still need to get this candle to break this way. Regardless, even on the 1 hour. Cause right here is where you got like this brick wall at right here. Which is right where that candle's close is on that 3 hour time frame. And once them bad boy push, you know where they going. You know exactly where they going. I mean, I'll put it back on a 3 hour time frame because it does look a little cleaner. I mean, I'll put it back on there. See? 3 hours, lower shadow, lower shadow, lower shadow, lower shadow. Trying to get that candle to flip right on top of that candle's close. And once we get above that 671.27, this should lead for a second green candle going that way. Once we get above that 671.27 level. So keep that in mind. Because that'll give us the second leg towards the upside. Still got the U-shape still going on. Still got a nice little setup. So it's just slow. I mean, it's just slow. And then, like I said, we didn't have a lot of, we didn't have no strong economic data today. I think tomorrow, I think it's existing home sales is on. Now, let me go back to my list real quick, guys. Let me, I'm gonna black out the screen real quick. I'm gonna go to the PowerPoints. I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, should be, where is it at? Yeah, tomorrow should be, I gotta look at it on my side because I can't see it. Yeah, existing home sales at 10, and then Wednesday on the 11th we're gonna have CPI data at 8:30. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to see that. All right, cool. We can close it. All right, we good. And then, like I said, look at this. This bad boy still setting up healthy. Look at this. Even on a 5-minute time frame, you got a bull flag pattern setting up. Look at this. Trying to go for a 2-legged pull up. Look at this. One. So pull up, pop, drop, pop. Look at that. It's setting up the push, guys. It's pushing towards the upside. That's like another little mini bull flag on the 5. Look at that. Engulfing green candle, followed by your flag for that next leg up. 2-legged pull up. So you see exactly what that bad boy doing. It's giving off that little cup and handle like pattern. I mean, it is giving off like a little cup and handle. We just got to close that cup out. That'll put us all the way back up to a 672. Got to get that cup to close. It's trying to. It's trying to close it. Get that bad boy to close. You good. Now, what we don't want to see is we don't want to see a double top. We want to see a breakthrough. We don't want to see a double top of 672. We want that bad boy to break through it because we want to turn resistance into support as we move our way to the next level. So that's what we want to avoid. We want to avoid a double top. So as we push our way back up towards 672, we want to break that bad boy. We want to push where we can push up towards the 673.50, 674, pull back, utilize this level to now bounce to even higher towards 676. So we need to break because we want to avoid a double top. So basically we want to blast past 672. We want to blast past that bad boy because we want to close above it, seal the deal, flip the trap, turn resistance into support, and get that continuation push to the upside. Because you already know who's going to be waiting as you push that way. You already know sellers going to be sitting and waiting. We want to take that price point away from those sellers by breaking through, getting those candles to close successfully on top of 672 because we want to turn resistance into support. Kind of like we did right here. We turn resistance into support. Didn't we do it before too? It's a little ugly. It's the only one that was a little bit more clear. But yeah, y'all clearly see right here. Turn resistance to support, and then you got the next leg on up. Turn resistance into support, go for the next leg on up. We We want to avoid every top, every bull trap. We want to blow past them bad boys. We want to knock them right out the park. On a 15-minute time frame, still looking pretty good. Trying to go for a downtrend breakout. So what is going to be the price point to set it off completely? Got to be 672. Yeah, got to be 672. Yeah, once you get above 672, I mean, yeah, you got room to run back up this way. So, yeah, I think 72 is going to be key for right now. I think 672 is going to be key, which is why those sellers are blocking it. So that's what it looked like. I mean, you got SPX still holding, still looking good. Yeah, that's going to look like it's going to be a key level. Look like 672 is going to be that key level that we need to break. Definitely need to break. Break and hold. Because again, what you want to avoid, longs, you want to avoid a double top. You want to break through that bad boy with no problem. I mean, it's two different ways they can do this. If they pull back kind of, if they pull back kind of early and create a bigger bear trap, I mean, they can go for a hard push versus just trying to run right into it. Because I wouldn't advise them to do that, because you'll get overextended. They're going to have enough strength to hold it. So they need to do is create like a big bear trap. That'd be the smartest. If I was a buyer, that'd be the smartest thing to do. So in other words, they need to, instead of running all the way up to it, getting overextended off of your indicators that you need, they need to pull back, hold a level where it's going to be pull back failure, where it's going to be number lower shadows, pull back failure, get that bad boy to reverse for a stronger push. That's what they need to do versus trying to run up to it right now. Because if they try to run up for it right now, they're going to play the overextended game. That's something they don't want to do. You know, off of your indicators, trying to run straight into this, well, all you're going to do is fall right back down to your, to those, 9 MA, 20 MA. So I wouldn't advise them to push right in there. I advise them to set up a bear trap first. That'd be the smartest thing to do. Because, I mean, you already kind of overextended off the 9 already. You see how it's coming back down to the 9? See that? That's what I'm saying. They don't need to do it now. They need to set up a bear trap. They need to come down, get those buyers to step in, go for a liquidity grab in a huge bear trap where we have a huge lower shadow, but the body of the candle get right back on top of that 9, and then they need to push. They need to catapult it. That's what I would do. So let's see if that's what they're going to try to do. Let me see before they go for the push. Let me see if they're going to go for a pullback first. Because that'll be the smartest thing to do. Because it's going to avoid them from getting overextended where sellers can trap them and yank them back down. Smartest thing to do is stay as close to those indicators as possible without getting overextended. Because you can see what happened last time. They got overextended. They got too excited. They ran up towards the 672s. And what happened? Got rejected. Came back down to your 9, your 20, down to your 50. So they just need to keep this bad boy level, but create a slick trap. Create a fake crackdown where they're going to trap those sellers, buy back on up, creating a huge lower shadow. But don't look like they're trying to do it. See, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Don't do it. Create a trap. Don't do it. Pull back first. You see what I mean? See what I mean? How they look like they're about to jet off? I told you. Don't do it too soon. Don't do it. Pull back first. Be smart. Don't push too quick. Don't do it. Because you got some heavy resistance above your head because you want to hold it. Again, I would suggest they pull back first before even pushing. Trap all those shorts. Create a short squeeze opportunity where you can run through this bad boy. Let me see if they're going to do it. Again, I will pull back first. I will literally pull back first before anything. Before doing anything idiotic or crazy. Because, I mean, like I said, guys, look what happened before. You try to jump right off the indicators. You running right into a brick wall with no car. Remember when we talked about the analogy about getting out of your car and then running into a brick wall with just your body? You already know the results of that. In order for you to have a big impact, what do you need to do? Get back in that car. Make sure that car is protecting you and you can run through it. So those indicators is their vehicle. So that's why they're going to need to hold on to those indicators. Allow it to move up with them without jumping the gun and moving too fast, too damn soon. if anything, the smartest thing out, like again, I would say pull back first before they even explode up. I mean, could they do it? Yeah, they could definitely do it, but I don't think it's gonna last long. Cause if they jump too quick, it's not gonna last. I mean, yeah, they can run up to it, but then we're gonna pull back. Now, if you're in a scalping position, I mean, scalp the crap out of it. But if they wanted to last a little longer, I would try to reap as much benefits towards another bear trap down this way, get more buyers to step in right around this area when you could have a demand zone and go for a huger push. Get more buyers to push. You need a bigger army. I wonder if they're going to listen to me. They listen any other damn time. Let me see if they're going to listen. Like I said, pull back first, create a bear trap, and then slingshot back up. That'd be the smartest thing to do before automatically pushing towards those tops. Because you got to first bypass 72 anyway. You got to blow past 72 because they already know where the sellers are located. 72. Because they're going to need a huger army to break. We'll see. But I will pull back first if I was them. If their goal is to push up, towards 74, 76, I will pull back first. I will literally pull back first. Create like a strong rubber band pullback and let it go. That's what I would do. I would create a huge bear trap. I would create a huge bear trap. So I would pull back underneath the 9, the 20, even down towards the 50, because that's going to give you, especially if they buy back up, because not only are you going to have this area here for support, you're going to have the 50, you'll have the 9, and you're going to have the 20. So that's going to be what, damn near quadruple support, where buyers can step in at. They can buy in at the 50. They can buy in right here at this 669, 66. They can buy in at the 20 EMA. So you could have like a pile of buyers coming in right off these levels and reverse it. All right, let me see if they're going to do it. Let me see if they're going to listen. Before I leave, guys, let's see if they're going to do it. What I was just talking about. Let's see if they're going to set up that bear trap. So remember, I said I will pull back first. Pull back first. So they doing it. Okay. Let's see if they're going to listen. Primo, what's up, boss? My guy, man. My trading dad. What's up, boss? Shout out to Primo. Hey, Primo, didn't I not warn everybody last night about being prepared on VIX? I said if we gap up, do expect VIX to fill the gap on down, which means that you need to go on the long side of SPY. And you saw it in your Discord. That was last night at like 9 something. I told everybody if SPY is gapping down, expect VIX to gap up. So that means that 9 times out of 10, you know what VIX likes to do? It likes to fill in the gaps. So that means that if SPY is coming back on down, that means, I'm sorry, VIX is going back on down, SPY is going right back on up. I told you guys this. So now I'm trying to see if they're going to set up this trap to see if they're going to blow past the 72 to 74. Because I said the first thing I would do if I was them, I wouldn't automatically push towards the upside. I will pull back first. Well, what they're doing right now, I will create a huge bear trap where you're going to trap all those shorts all the way back down towards the 670s, down to that 669, 66. Hold that level, trap them, and then reverse it. So right now, look like they're listening, Aussie. Look like they're listening with the pullback so far. I think they're listening, Queen. They pulling back first. I think they get the gist of what I'm trying to get at with that. To see if they're going to set up for that rubber band effect. Let's see. So let's see. Here go the pullback. All right, let's see if this bull trap is about to commence as we coming back down. So let's see if they're going to start getting ready. Because your buyers, if we may have some buyers sitting right at these levels at this demand zone. Because you got to keep in mind, why this level, Jay? Because this area once used to be resistance, now can be utilized for what? Support. We already cracked it before. Then got right back on top of it. Now buyers can be flipping the trap on them. Well, now they'll be utilizing it for a bear trap instead of a bull trap. Where they can trap shorts all right this little level right here. So let's see if that's what they're going to do. Queen, if I call this possible bear trap, if they thinking what I'm thinking, that's crazy. What I'm expecting is a pullback. Buyers to step in, create a huge lower shadow, push the body of that candle back to the upside. Almost create, again, like a rubber band effect. So let's see. We're pulling back down. We are ready to fail below the 9. Fell below the 20s. Here comes your buyers should start to step in. Should start to soon step in. Let's see if they're going to do it. All right, pulling back down. Here we go to the 50. Pulling back down. Let's see if the bear trap is going to commence right here. Let's see. Let's see if I was correct, team. I just want to see. If I'm wrong, go wrong. But let me see if that's what they're going to do. If not, if the buyer's going to trap those shorts and then push the body of that candle right back up. I want to see if we see lower shadow, lower shadow, lower shadow, and the body of that candle flip right back that way. Let me see if they're going to commence on this bear trap. Let's see. Because like I said, I wouldn't go up first. I would pull back first. So let's see if they're trying to get more buyers to step in. Trying to collect more buyers right around these levels and push. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I see a little bit. I see a little bit. I see a little bit of a bottom shadow. Let's see if they're doing it. If they're commencing on this bear trap that we just talked about. A little bit of a lower shadow. Alright, because what we want to do is get our way back up towards the 670s, 670-50s and so forth. We want to soon start to flip back up. Let me see if they're going to survive this pullback. Let me see if buyers going to trap these sellers real quick. I want to start to see lower shadows. I mean, I want to see the body of that candle get pushed back up. That'll confirm that that's what they did, was create a bear trap. Because they should be all coming in like right in this little level. We should start to see some buyers stepping in. They trying to. But let's just say we have enough buying strip to do it though, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Yep, got down a little bit. Let's see. Up. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Because I want to see if they're going to go for a liquidity grab right here. I want to see if they're going to go for a liquidity grab real quick. I'm talking about the buyers. Because no matter how they're setting up, I want to see us get that push back to this way. Because that's letting me know that they protecting this level right here. That they holding this area. That's where your like demand zone is gonna be at this moment. See? So they listening. They listening. I thought they was gonna use this candle. So let's see. I knew those buyers were gonna be sitting somewhere around this area. I was waiting on it. They may not be finished. Let me see. They may not be finished yet. They still may be setting it up. Excuse me. So far, so far it's working. So far, those indicators are working. In that bottom area we talked about, where your buyers could be stepping in. So far they trying. So I guess it was it. Yep, see the body, see that, see it's pushing, right? See that trap? see that trap? Let's see if they're gonna hold. Let me see if they're gonna hold. Let me get this confirmation. Let me see if they're gonna hold. Let me see if they're gonna hold it. Because we don't want to see a fake out breakout. We don't see a fake out breakout. We want to see bad traps. Like every time those sellers come down this way, we want to see traps. We want to see lower shadows. We already got two so far. We want to make sure that area is holding up like a concrete floor. We want to make sure those buyers are protecting and stopping those shorts and pushing them. So far so good. So far so good. We just getting this confirmation. I'm assuming we heading on out, guys, too, because school I gotta and I gotta check that grass in a few. So I'm gonna stay on at about 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes, I'll be out. 4 more minutes. So I would just want to see if that bottom was gonna commence or that trap was gonna commence right here. That's why I said, guys, I would pull back first versus automatically just going for a breakout. So it looked like they listened to me. So they did pull back. So far so good. So far so good. Because, I mean, that would have been idiotic to just automatically go spiking and you're creating overextension. That would have been stupid. Oh, IWM Queen, let me take a look. IWM. 250. 250 is going to be the, that's what we need to break out. Right now, it looks like you're in a range right now, Queen, of 248, 250. So you're in a $2 range. So we definitely want to get that break above 250 for that possible push up to 252. So it's still holding. It's holding its gains too, though. Still got an uptrend on that bad boy. That's still holding, but 250 is gonna be a strong resistance. I mean, you can clearly see it, even on the 5-minute time frame. 250 is gonna be the area we need to break. 250. That's gonna be your area. That's gonna be your targeted area. In order for us to get to 252, 254, 256, and all of that, we gotta break through the 250 gate. Because you're crossing over from the 240s now into the 250s. Because you got to remember, every whole number automatically holds its natural support and resistance. So you got to keep that in mind, Queen. So 250, and that's a mid area. That's a half dollar mark. So you already know 250 within itself is gonna be a strong area. So you know that's gonna play a strong area. It's gonna play a major part. What she said? I'm just saying it retested. Oh, I thought you was in it. I'm sorry, Queen. My apologies. I'm sorry. I thought you was in it. I'm sorry. I thought you was asking for a targeted area. I apologize. I'm sorry. I thought you was in it. I'm sorry. My mistake. I apologize. My apologies, Queen. But but if you are long buys, that is the area that we do need to break. Though it's 250 for sure. Cause I mean, again, if you look at it from look at it from $100 standpoint. From 200 to 300, what's your mid area? 250. So 250 is gonna play a major role because once you break above 250s, then you'll focus on the higher price points. That's just like that's no difference than looking at it from a dollar standpoint. If you're looking at it from $1 to $10, what's in the middle of that? $5, right? You have the higher portion of the ones and you have the lower portion of the ones. Above $5, what are your numbers? 6, 7, 8, 9, then up to that price point. Below 5, you got what? 4, 3, 2, 1. So it works the same exact way. Because you got 250s, 260s, 270s, 280s, then up to 300. So that's why that 250 is going to play a major key. So that's why 250, again, longs, we need to get that break above it. So we can focus on the higher price points. Because the goal is to slowly move our way up towards 260s. 252s, 254s, 256, 258s, 260s, slowly. Because we want to, like I said, this is the beginning of the week, of the trading week. Today's Monday. Monday sets the tone, Friday sets the standard. So if Monday can set a tone of an uptrend, then we should continue our way for Tuesday, going into Wednesday, and we know between Wednesday and Thursday, we always have some type of craziness. So, but no, because Wednesday is the CPI data, so we're going to see what type of effect it's going to have. But tomorrow, the only thing we have tomorrow is existing home sales, so it shouldn't be too much of an impact versus on the CPI data, which is Wednesday. So still keeping on watch, guys. Still keeping on watch. I just want to see. Just trying to see, can these buys hold and go for that move up? Because there's two different ways you can look at it too. Because if the buys don't have enough strength to go up, then you gotta look at it in the sense of a downtrend too. Because you don't have enough buyers to get back above the 71s to 72s. So you also gotta look at it from this standpoint. If they don't get back towards the upside, you gotta look at it from almost like a downtrend setup. See that? Yeah, almost kind of look at it downtrendage, but I got faith that they're gonna hold this level. I got faith that we're gonna reverse, but we'll see. Buyers gotta prove it. Buyers gotta give us that reversal, because after all this moving up, I mean, they don't want to give all their gains back. Come on, I mean, that'll be pointless. It's like after all this moving up this morning, lunch hours, and now you get back all your gains. It's like, it's gonna, I mean, what it's gonna do is it's gonna make buyers lose confidence. They gotta give the buyers confidence in general. Because think about it. Look how many buyers possibly lost money last week, and pretty much last week. That got in on the long side and then got shorted. So they gotta find a way to bring confidence into these buyers if they want to get more upside. So I would suggest they hold these levels and push up versus going right back down. Because other than that, they just gonna say funk it, run for the hills. They're gonna short it. So right now, buyers need to hold. Go for that push back up. 671, and the main area to take out 672. So we need to go for that nice push. Come on, buyers. Keep all those buyers confident. Don't make them lose it. Come on, buyers. Y'all got this. I mean, y'all got this floor still holding. We want to see that reversal. Let's go. I'm gonna soon be heading out, guys. I know I said 5 minutes, but 3 more minutes. Because I'll leave at 2 now. I'll leave at 3:10. Because I know I gotta go take care of some stuff real quick. But I'm just trying to make sure everybody's on the up and up. And you already know I'm gonna have all the lines and everything put in place for tomorrow. Queen and everybody, Primo and all of y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna have everything set up based on how we'll finish off today going into tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep all the price points on watch. How we're gonna play the the rotation. How we're gonna play the setups tomorrow. But I'm trying to see if they're gonna try to go for, because you already know how they're doing Power Hour. I'm trying to see if they're gonna try to go for a push, like a little manipulated push. Because every single time, or almost every single time, at like that last hour of the market, they like to do something slick. So that's what I'm trying to see. As long as they hold, what I'm anticipating to see if we're gonna get a push. To see if they're gonna try to go for a squeeze up. I'm still have faith in them, in these buyers. They say they're gonna go for it. I'm trying to see if they're gonna do it. Because always towards the end or the last 30 minutes of the market, they like to do something crazy. Because they know the psychological level they need to get above. They know for sure 672 they got to get above before we go into tomorrow. Because we need that price point in order to create a range from 672 to 676. But if you're underneath 672, then you have to focus on the lower range. You have to focus on the 672s back down to the 670s. So they know what price point they need to get above, especially today before the market closes. So they know what they need to do. They know exactly what they need to do. If they can successfully do it and hold it going into tomorrow, their goal is to stay in the range of 672 to 676. Their goal is to stay in this little range here, because now 672 will turn to support. If they can't break it, let's just say they can't, 672 is going to turn into resistance, and you have to focus on the prices back down below. They knocked out all Robinhood contracts that expired 15 minutes before the bell. Yeah, and I was noticing that too. It's like even the contracts was not moving really well today. I was noticing that. It's like they wasn't a lot of them wasn't moving. So I mean, maybe more volatility will step in tomorrow, and the contracts may start to adjust a little bit more. Where we have a lot more volatility stepping into these contracts. We'll see a lot more movements in them. So all we're gonna do, if you guys didn't trade today, again, we'll watch the closing prices, and we'll just look at the range, today's range, and we'll just take it into tomorrow. See, watch the levels. We already know the areas so far. We already know what the tops is as of now, 672s, because we have yet to break. And the lows for today was what, 670, 662s, close to 662. So damn near what, $10 range? Because I mean, I know we haven't came all the way back down to 662s, but you have not broken above 672. So it's almost like another $10 range so far. But if they can break above 672 in time, you already know where they're trying to go. Like I said, 674 to 676. So that's what I'm trying to see if they're going to try to pull something crazy at the end of the market. Because it looks like they're trying to. Because it's always towards the end of the last 30 damn minutes of the market that I hate trading is when they want to do something crazy. So just keep it on watch. You already know right now we're still fighting a downtrend. And guys, you already know we still underneath 672. Keep 672 locked in your head until we either break. As far as right now, we have not broken 672. Keep that locked in your head. It's not until we break it, then yes, we'll focus on 674s to 676, that main resistance. But right now, we know that we're getting hammered still underneath where? 672 at this moment. But like I said, watch the last 30 minutes. They're going to try something crazy. So one of them going to do something crazy. Whether it's the buyers trying to push their way back up above 672s, or the sellers, trapping those buyers and yanking them right back down. But yeah, they something crazy gonna happen. But yeah, guys, I'm about to be heading on out, man. I do have to head towards the schools, and I'm gonna go watch this property to see if the grass, because I want to get this damn yard out of the way, because they drive me nuts with this crap. But yeah, guys, before I head on out, watch your levels. Remember, if you want to get up towards the 674, 676, you already know what we need to break. Got to get above 672s. Got to get above that resistance right here. Got to get above intraday's resistance, 672s. And again, the strongest that bad boy is on the downside, imagine how strong 672 is going to be on the upside. So keep that in mind. Always keep your price levels in mind. And notice, every time you watch your price levels, notice how the market reacts. Look at your candles. Look on how it creates that impact. So that means that area is important. It holds some type of weight. So look on how it affected the market. So 672 is going to be a strong key level, whether it's on the upside or the downside. So we know that we got to take 672 into consideration even throughout this week. So that means that even if this bad boy was to go on a run, let's just say we ripped on up, we got rejected at 676. 9 times out of 10, where's that pullback level going to be? 672, because they turn in resistance now into what? Support. Thus keeping you in a range of 672s to 676. Now underneath, we know that 672 is tops. Now you got to focus on the downside. From 672s down into the 68s and so forth. So just pay close attention to the range. Pay close attention to the range. That's all you got to do. We'll see on how we're going to close out. You don't have that long to go. Shorts, you already know. You got to take out 668 if you want to get those lower price points back down, 666 and so forth. Longs, you already know you got to break above 660 and 672 if you want to get that push up towards the 74, 76. So keep that in mind. So guys, I'm about to be heading on out because it look like it ain't doing too much of nothing at this moment, but I'm pretty sure in about 30 minutes going to try something crazy. But right now, so far from what we are looking at, 672 is holding up. That weight of resistance is going to be holding up, look like going into tomorrow until we break that bad boy. So we'll keep it on watch. So other than that, man, let me give love to everybody. Again, thank y'all so much for everything, guys. Again, WChat as usual. WMods as usual. And also shout out and thank you guys for all my donos who came through. Money Mike, my guy Big Pen, thank y'all so much, man. God bless y'all, you know, for the donos, and just God bless y'all in general, man. Thank y'all for being a positive community, man, and I couldn't ask for a better team, man. Thank y'all so much, man. I couldn't ask y'all for a better team, man. Thank y'all so much. If you are new to my channel, guys, and again, if I have earned your respect and your, you know, your love, do your boy a favor and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. If you're already subscribed, you already know what else to do. Smash those likes, get those thumbs up, because it does go a long way, guys. That algorithm does help out a lot, and I'm just letting you know, especially when you're monetized, it does go a long way. It does, just being honest. If you're on Twitch or Kick, follow or subscribe to avoid the ads. Other than that, man, guys, I thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Also, you already know you my queen. You already know how it is. I mean, again, we'll just take this setup today, going into tomorrow, and see where we go from there. Queen, you already know. You already know. So, but that's all we're gonna do tomorrow, Queen, Aussie. Is just take today's setup and go into tomorrow. Like I said, as far as right now, we know that we have not got that break above 672. You got to keep that number locked in, and it's so far. We know that at this time too. So it look like we in between. So it look like we in between 672s. And almost like, let me hear me try to draw it out on where we at right as of right now. I mean, like I said, it could make a move around, you know, 330. You know, volatility. You know, they could do something crazy. But right now, this is the range that we in right now. 668, 672. Now, if buyers are gonna step in, they're gonna try to go for that 672 breakout, because that's where resistance is, right? They're gonna go for the 672 push of the 674 plus. You already know. Now, a seller's gonna step in. They're going to keep those buyers underneath 672s and pull their way back down towards the 669s, back down towards the 668s, and so forth. But keep it on watch to see on how this bad boy is about to close out. Either above 672 or underneath 672. So just keep that on watch, and then we're going to take that setup and go into tomorrow. We're not going to have economic data until tomorrow at 10 o'clock. That should be existing home sales. That's the only thing I see. See what I mean? Look. See? Told you gonna try something crazy before it closed. I told you you're gonna try something crazy right within the 30 minutes of that market closing. Watch. The one of them gonna do something crazy. Either the buyer's gonna push above 672s or the seller's gonna create a trap and try to yank down. I think the buyer's gonna try to go for it first. But watch that 672, because that area is gonna be important on both sides of the fence. It's gonna be very important to the shorts, and it's gonna be very important to the longs. Because you can see on how it benefited the shorts, right? They trapped the longs, put it right back on down. So again, if buyers can do it, they'll try to flip that bad boy. They're going to try to go for that 72 break. So keep that in mind. They may try something crazy within 30 minutes. Keep it on watch. They're going to try something. They may try to go for that push. Just keep it on watch. But other than that, guys, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. Definitely had a great time today, man. And we're going to keep it rocking and rolling. Y'all guys know what I'm about to say before I head on out. Y'all know what time it is, man. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk, always put grateful over greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow for Take Profits Tuesdays, and we'll see what the market has to offer us, guys. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. Love y'all, and we're gonna continue to rock and roll. Peace.
Subscribe for more content.